one pick in the NHL draft, but the minute can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Oh, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Well, look at this, a half-eaten sandwich.
You listen to DiPietro and Rothenberg on this Let David Stearns Cook Thursday. I'm Rick DiPietro.
You're a joy burglar is what you are.
You know what makes me tick? Woo. That's what makes me
That was
tick.
Dave Rothenberg. He is Big Woo. Our amazing producers, our fearless leader, RJ Santillo.
I have an idea. We'll find a nice half-eaten chocolate in the garbage. We'll pluck it right out. Serve it on a platter.
That's not very nice. How about the amazing, very single, beautiful Jeep, by the way? It's creeping into this morning. The weapon, Raymond Santiago.
Check the garbage.
I did not check the garbage, and I'm not going to check the garbage.
Why? I would eat it out of the garbage. There's nothing in there.
I'm sure you would.
How concerned would you
What
be
does
if
that
you threw
mean?
it away?
Exactly. What does that mean? I'm sure you would. Big shout out to the companies. Thanks for getting up with us. You can listen every weekday morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on ESPN New York. And now you can see us and Dave's beautiful face, all shaved up, on YouTube. Number to call, 1-800-919-3776.
Help a brother out.
Yeah, help a brother out. Give us a call. We got an unbelievable show planned for you today.
Listen here, garbage boy. Don't get mad at me.
You relax, little fella. The New York Mets, they finally addressed their starting pitching. Cody Bellinger is back. The Knicks, after a players-only meeting, or maybe not, absolutely dominated the Brooklyn Nets. I hope we get to hear some of yesterday's Buffalo Bills press conference. And if you thought Anita's pronunciation of Jackson Smith and Jigba's name was bad, boy, do I have a treat for you. We got Tim Hasselbeck at 8:30. Yes. And as always, on the Thursday at 7:45, we have Knobservations and Did It Happen in Florida? RJ's world-famous stuff you missed around 9:15. But before we get to all that, we need to talk about what the John Harbaugh hire has done to Dave.
The level of confidence now is unbelievable.
Oozing!
Yeah, he's just oozing all right, pretending to be RJ.
I'm going to be RJ.
Hey, guys, how you doing? You like 9-9er shirt? We're pregnant.
Mocking my questions.
Oh, tell me about Brandon Bean. How does he get a promotion, Lewis?
He's so confident, we're considering a name change. You look like an Artie.
No, I don't look like an Artie.
Yeah, like one-man party. Artie. RJ's concerned, though.
Like a 5% of the time where you just throw verbal grenades into a room and walk
Sure,
out.
because I like to entertain myself, and that can be fun at
Well, I
times.
don't. But how is that figured into your formula, though?
That's not harmonious.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Harmony is me.
Let's see how Ray feels about it.
Stretcher of truce.
It was incredible.
He's got Pinocchio-like tendencies.
Maybe he just needs to explain it again.
You make fun of them, and then I finish him off.
Whoa. Is that all you have to say?
I just want to tell you, and then everyone have to glaze all over me because that's what they did for her.
And how exactly are you getting all this glaze?
Slurp away.
I will.
And here he is, all glazed up, the one and only David Hugh Rothenberg.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Very nice. Very lovely. I got to tell you, my headphones are not working
Yeah, I
properly.
could tell the entire time. I'm trying to do it in a beautiful
Well,
open.
I mean, something's
Spent
wrong.
hours.
Something's not working.
Well,
So I
maybe
don't know.
if you checked the stuff before the show started, you would know this.
Why would I check my headphones?
It's what professionals do.
No.
RJ, don't professionals check their headsets?
No.
It's like a pilot.
No. Nobody checks their headphones before a show.
I think you're supposed to check your instruments.
Did you?
Yes.
No, you're so full of crap.
I got all my websites already pulled up. I got my stuff. I got my
I mean,
little
Rick's
pile.
been sitting there for like dozens of minutes ready to do this.
Dozens of minutes.
Seconds.
You came running in.
I took a pregame
And
nap.
I can tell you right now, this is not going to be a red letter day for RJ.
Why? What happened?
Well, as I look and peruse the rundown, which I adore.
Yeah.
Well, first I sit down here, and I have your reads, and you have my reads. So I have to swap out reads. Fine. And then I realized not only did the Mets receive Freddy Peralta in the trade, they also received Tobias Harris. So if they ever do any
Tobias
kind of like
Myers.
intra-squad scrimmage or go up against the Yankees in a basketball game, I love the Mets.
How do you know we don't? Maybe they have some kind of charity basketball game planned, and they wanted Tobias Harris.
I got to tell you, don't love what Stearns is doing. Don't know how Tobias Harris fits what you're doing, but I'll trust it.
Okay. All right. Tobias Harris, huh?
They felt like there's a real need for someone in the outfield that can rob home runs.
Get a nice local boy in, you know?
We're talking about
Yeah.
run prevention. RJ, it's run prevention. That's what we're doing.
I like the way you're thinking.
Tobias Myers is a nice piece. I was so excited about him. I wrote Tobias Harris.
He's a really nice piece.
Yeah.
He's a really nice piece. So, come on. You have to be in a good mood this morning about the Mets.
I was even happier that it happened during baseball last night. So I was around baseball people, talking baseball. That's what we do.
Happened quick, too. It's like the Mets they're really making a play. It's done. They got Peralta.
It sounded like they were going back and forth.
Yeah.
And, what the Mets were willing to give up, what
Give
Milwaukee,
up a lot.
What Milwaukee wanted, they did. And, again, we actually had this conversation yesterday, right? I think one of the benefits, and I think you agree with me, of having an owner like Steve Cohen is the money allows you to be flexible with what you want to do. If I love my prospects and I think that Jonah Tong is going to be a stud and Brandon Sproat is going to be a stud, then you know what? Maybe I don't go make a deal. And I just use my money to go out and get a Framber Valdez, unless I don't think that Valdez at his age is as good as Freddy Peralta. And I also don't think that, Sproat is going to be Jonah Tong, and I'm okay moving on from him.
Right.
And there's no real clear-cut way to get Jet Williams up to help us in the near future. So let's go get Freddy Peralta in the last year of his deal, which I don't necessarily love because he's a rental.
Correct.
And
it's an $8 million rental, but
which is fine. But again, he'll be 30 this year. So depending on what happens, next year with baseball, now that's 31. So what exactly, what's the length of time you're going to have Freddy Peralta? But as far as, the level of consistency and reliability that you're looking for at the top of the rotation, not to mention all the great things you've heard about him in the clubhouse to help with what was clearly a problem. Because that's been,
obviously.
He's talking about, run prevention. Clubhouse was right there.
Number one.
Yep.
Number one, right? Because there was apparently a fracture with Nimmo and Lindor, and I know Pete, who I like and fans love, but I guess he was a little odd, right? There's no doubt about it. Pete was a little different, and maybe there was some people didn't really love him. So all I know, you've heard great things about Bichette. You've heard great things about Peralta, and they failed last year. They failed at
miserably.
An epic level, and we'll see. I'm excited about this season now. Look what they've done in the last week.
Yep.
You did the show last Thursday and then went to a hockey tournament on Friday. Since you went away on Thursday, they added Bichette, they added Robert, they added Peralta. That's a lot of talent they had in a week. So, and I kept saying this, there's a plan. There's a plan. They don't know what they're doing. They're a disaster. They're going to be awful. This is clearly a playoff team. And if it's not, then Stearns doesn't know what he's doing. But this is clearly, in my mind, a playoff team.
Right, it should be. You're addressing outside of the whole, we're focused on defense and, preventing runs, which, listen, Freddy Peralta is a part of that, right? Improving your rotation is a part of that. But, you still do have questions defensively at third base. You have questions defensively at first base. What exactly is your plan in left field? And then the back of the bullpen. Well, what version of Devin Williams are you getting? What version of Weaver are you getting? And then just like the emotional attachment you had to Pete and the emotional attachment you had to Edwin Diaz, those were important pieces.
Well, I think you're going to miss Diaz.
So it looks a lot different. But, it should look a lot different after winning 83 games.
Well, that's the thing. If you won 98 games and went to and you know what? They gave them the year. They brought the same team back last year that was here 2 years ago.
Oh, you really had no choice.
But that's my point. This past offseason, they had a choice. And they said, we're not bringing it back again. It failed. It did. Last year was a huge failure. And they made sweeping changes. And now we'll see. Listen, you can do whatever. You could call us today. I hate it. I don't like what they've done. I wanted Pete.
I don't know how you could hate it.
There's going to be people that hate it.
You could have some skepticism, I guess, to it, right? Just like some of the things that I just mentioned defensively. It's only a rental with Peralta. If you thought that Sproat was going to be a stud, then you wouldn't have traded him. Or
clearly they don't love Sproat.
Right. Or they just, this team needs to win now, right? There's a sense of urgency. This was a team that got to, 2 years ago was in the NLCS and follows that up with 83 wins. You just invested 15 years and $765 million on Juan Soto. This is a win-now team. This isn't I can't wait for 3 years for you to help us.
The owner took over and said within 5 years, I expect to win a championship.
Right.
Well, the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. And not to mention the fact that, when you look at where baseball could potentially be after this season, Like, how long do you want to wait? How many years do you want to burn of Lindor? You'll end up, if there's no baseball, burning another year of Soto in his prime. So, like, I mean, the time is now, and you got the Dodgers doing what they're doing. We'll talk about the Yankees and bringing Cody Bellinger back, but it took a long time, and it was frustrating. And I think it's just naturally the frustrating thing about baseball is that their offseason.
And people aren't patient.
It stinks.
People aren't patient.
Well, no, because, I mean, when you look at these other sports, it's a flurry right away, and you get excited about it, and you kind of have an idea what your team's going to look like. And you start losing, again, players that you have emotional attachments to. Like, people, as much as, and you've heard it plenty of times, like, there'll be people, Yankees fans, that will call up and will be critical of Pete's defense or Nimmo's arm or whatever it is. And you'll hear how the Met fan responds to that. Those are our guys. Like, if I want to tell you that, that Brandon Nimmo can't throw from left field because his arm stinks, I can do it because I'm a Mets fan. You can't. I'll defend him. So now he's gone, and Pete's gone. And for $3 million, Edwin Diaz is gone. So, and it's just that we had nothing going on. It was it. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? Like, what exactly? Like, I need to see the plan because you couldn't see it. And now that
now it's come together.
It's come together. I think I like it.
I like it too. The lineup has lent, but I think I was on the side where I believed it would get to a point where I was like, hey, look at here. And there was a lot of people that were just like off the rails. Like, I can't believe this.
That's emotions, though.
I'm emotional too. I understand that. But this, like, how could you possibly move on from Pete? They didn't want Pete. I know you love him. Most home runs, all of it, right? Homegrown Met, I understand. Stearns, and this is on Stearns now, right? He came in here, clearly didn't love the team. They did well. He brought it back. They failed. And he said, you know what? Now I'm going to put my team out on the field. So if this is a bad season, there's no one to blame but David Stearns. This is on him, and he will get crushed, rightfully so. But and you don't have to, will give them the benefit of the doubt because this is the team he finally has put together that he wanted to put together. And if it's bad, then you crush him.
It would have been hard. I mean, you just said it. He would have been hard-pressed after the success that this team had in year one to all of a sudden now make sweeping changes, right? So you come into a situation, I think we, kind of touched on this when it was happening. It kind of had a Joe Shane and Brian Daboll's first year in New York kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it was magical, right?
Like you catch this lightning in a bottle, and it was all these different things. It was OMG, it was Grimace, and all these like Haktua, and all of a sudden you're in the NLCS. So what are you supposed to do? I mean, you could go in going, I don't know if this team, I don't know if I like the score of players.
Well, it's almost like Daniel Jones, right?
Right, you can't
We
blow
have
it
no
up.
choice. We have to bring back Daniel Jones because we had success with Daniel Jones.
So you ride it out for a year. Wheels fall off. You win 83 games. And now it's like, okay, now I can take a step back. Now, the fan base might not be willing right away to want to accept these changes, but something has to change. The core of this core of this team does not have the level of consistency we need.
No, it's not like the core of this team was here for 10 minutes. They were here for a long time and never lived up to expectations outside of that one season.
And not to mention the fact that you bring in, a piece like Juan Soto and you're building the team around Francisco Lindor and you have things that aren't fitting the right way. And the clubhouse isn't right. And I got to imagine in baseball, I mean, when you're spending, it's 162 games in that short amount of time where you're in there every single day with these guys. I mean, that would be the one clubhouse that I would like, the one locker room.
It matters.
That's going to matter a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So, I mean, now we wait and we see. But I understand. Like, I'm sure there are people that are going to call and like, I don't like it. I miss Pete. And there's a comfortability, right? When there's someone you know. And baseball is that, like you feel this connection because you see them every
day.
Single day. And I get it. I liked Pete too.
Well, especially for a franchise that doesn't have a lot of homegrown, position players that you can hang your hat on.
I think it's fair, but I think you're going to get both sides of the docket here. I think you get people and phone lines open, 800-919-3776 who call like, I love it. I love where they are. I think it's going to be a playoff team. I think they're going to win 90 games and the whole thing. I think there are people that are going to call today and be like, I don't like it. I wanted Diaz back. I was comfortable with Nimmo. There's a lot, and I'm like this. A lot of people don't like change.
Yep.
And a lot of people just want to continue with what they know, what they've had, and what they're comfortable with. And Stearns was not okay with that, and he was not willing to do that
Well,
again.
how could you be, though? That would be the question I asked anyone that called in and hates this. You may have questions about it, but you just won 83 games. Like, I mean, what are we even talking about?
In the second half of the season, you were an embarrassment.
Right. And I mean, so it was time for a change. That wasn't working. Right? Like, I mean, it's just it had run its course. Now, I mean, you brought this guy in because of what he was able to do in Milwaukee, and we'll see if it works. I mean, he has addressed all the different things that we needed addressed so far.
That's right.
I still listen. Can I say I fully love it? Not yet, because I don't know what
and I get that.
I don't know what Pichette looks like at third base.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I fully love it.
No, but I mean, I like the direction we're headed in. We're a better team now. Defensively up the middle, we're better.
Oh, much better.
We have an ace, right? Who can now alleviate some of the pressure off Nolan McLean, who was like, "Hey, buddy, you haven't pitched up here, but come save our season."
Right.
Felt like every time he was on the mound.
I mean, in a perfect world, you have two aces, but I don't think we can sit here and consider McLean to be an ace yet.
But he can work his way into that, and then we got to see what Senga looks like. Can he bounce back? Like Clay Holmes, as far as because the beginning was good, really good, and then
really
he started
good.
to wear down.
And if you remember, though, he was good at the end of the season too.
But it was only for 5 innings.
Right.
That was the problem.
Right. That's right. But when he started on that Saturday in Miami, he was great.
Yeah, right. And Peterson was Peterson was
great for 2/3 of the season too, until he completely lost it and it was unpitchable. And then you get Jonah Tong, and we'll see if the stars align for Senga. But yeah, and Minaya. I mentioned Minaya, right? I mean, Minaya 2 years ago was the horse of this team. So was he just not healthy last year, or is that the true Sean Minaya? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm hoping it was the injury stuff because I was the one that actively recruited him at the Lightning game. I think the other thing with the whole Pete situation was, I mean, coming off the season that he came off of. I mean, if you moved away from him after, and even the previous year. I mean, outside of that huge home run against Milwaukee, which just so happens that
Pete was brutal.
Did you see that tweet?
No.
So
it was
the three players,
Peralta,
Myers,
Devin Williams, and Tobias Harris.
Yeah, all pitched in that game, and all three Mets.
And Pete.
Pete's gone.
Yeah.
You're not a good guy.
What do you mean I'm not a good guy?
Listen,
I get yelled at every day. Did you read the rundown? Did you read? Well, you know what? Today I read it because I was here so early.
you were.
I was here, and
Credit
not only
to
was I
you.
here early, I sat in my car for a few minutes and did a little prep work, and I saw the strangest, most troubling thing outside.
The Jeep situation?
You told him this, Raymond? So I pull up right behind Ray.
First of all, I didn't know he was in the car creeping.
I didn't know that either until I saw Ray get out. So I was going to tell Ray. So there's a man walking around Ray's Jeep
Loving it.
like, oh, look at, oh. And then all of a sudden, Ray gets out of the Jeep. And I was like, what is happening? And then I thought, am I going to have to get physical? Because, of course, if need be, I got Ray's back, right? It didn't come to that.
No.
But then this guy scurries off like a rat in the middle.
Oh, really?
Scurries. AndRay walks over, and he's like,
So what do you think? He was casing the vehicle?
I don't think he was trying to steal it. I think he was admiring. I'm not sure, though.
Why would he run off, though?
Ray, I don't think he knew Ray was in there.
He didn't know I was in there.
Yeah, but still, why would you run off, though? You could have just said, hey, man, I love your Jeep.
He did.
Oh,
okay.
It was very strange.
Dave may have oversold about him scurrying off. He may have scurried off, but it was more of like an awkward situation because he didn't realize what was in there. As he was leering at the Jeep, he was really getting in there. So it's like, oh, this is weird. I actually waved at him before he realized. I was like,
did you really?
And Dave heard the guy talking to me. He thought it was me.
It was bizarre. The guy was casing it. Like, I think there's a good chance if Ray wasn't in the Jeep, that Jeep is
Jeep's gone.
It's in Jersey.
So I must have just missed that because I walked by. And so
it was just after because I did see you go in.
Right. I saw Ray's Jeep there, and I was like, oh, he's here early. I was like, good, I get the open done. And I came up, he's gone. There was no one here. It was just RJ. I was like, where's Ray?
Ray was dealing with a man who was looking to take his Jeep.
Maybe he was looking to leave him a rubber ducky, maybe. I don't know.
It's not the first time that's happened, though.
People admire your
Where
Jeep.
people just admire, and they don't realize I'm in there.
Ray loves it.
I don't understand.
It's like sex. It's like sex for Ray.
How could he not realize that you were in there?
I don't know.
You know what that Jeep is?
It's dark.
That Jeep is like Ray's big giant rack. And he wants to just show it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's in there watching this guy.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, just drooling all over his
You know what
Jeep.
it was
He's
like?
yeah, you know
it was like a strip club.
Yeah, you love that.
And Ray walks out topless.
Yes.
On the main stage, we have a beautiful Jeep.
Busty
Yep.
Bustelo Santiago. And just flaunting it.
Yeah.
He's loving every second of it. He's like,
It's
you know
not
what?
bad.
You know what? Look at these things.
So Ray, when he's, what's the word? Ogling, is that the word?
Ogling's a good word.
Ogling. Just what? Oh, look, the rims and are you like, That's right.
Oh, the tint, the color.
Are you thinking to yourself like, that's right, baby?
I didn't realize he was there until like shortly before he noticed me. Like
Because you were touching yourself.
And I looked because I was just having a sip of coffee, mentally preparing myself to walk in. You know how that is.
So you dislike
No,
us so
Dave
much.
Dave does not know how that is.
What do you mean?
Dave does not know how. Dave does not mentally prepare himself to walk in. He just walks in.
What?
There's no mental preparation.
Well, I love you guys. Why would I have to? I used to have to mentally prepare when I went to like school, right? Like, oh God, back from break.
It's not about
you guys.
It's not about
I
you
love
guys.
coming in here and seeing you guys.
I'm just talking about.
I'm sorry you have to mentally prepare walking in here, Ray.
It's not about you. It's not about you.
Yeah.
Don't take it that
It's
way.
not you. It's me.
Yeah, you and your big sexy Jeep.
Yeah, that's probably getting ogled right now.
Oh,
as
look
we
at him.
speak.
Probably so.
Eddie loves every second of
So
it.
what did he say? What was the conversation?
I'm surprised he doesn't sit on a bench. Like, what is that called? That chair you sit on, like where you're watching other people.
Oh, but you can't. Don't
you
say
can't-
it.
I can't
Don't
say
say
that.
it. Don't
I
say it.
And he just
No?
watches people watch his
I'll tell
Jeep.
you during the break. You know what it's
You
called.
think?
Yes.
Yeah, it rhymes with duck, I think.
Yes.
Well, then, yeah, obviously you can't say it. So if he sits on the bench and watches people watch his Jeep.
Oh, look, he's touching my Jeep.
Uh-huh.
I love
That
it.
actually-
What would
that
you
actually
do? What would
sounds
you do if the
pretty-
guy started like rubbing?
Oh,
Well, that would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
and the tailpipe
Yeah,
gets
you don't
involved.
look. Don't touch.
So you can't touch that thing. He punched in the face. You start rubbing up against that Jeep.
If he just jumped on and started humping it, you wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't care for that. No.
No.
Do you park that thing in the grocery store like way in the back?
Do you find its own
sometimes-
its own row?
It depends. I try to keep it away from other cars. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't trust the carts either. People just like willy nilly with
Oh,
the
but
Yeah.
shopping carts.
That's actually like one of my massive pet peeves that people don't return the shopping
Oh,
cart.
Was he armed with rubber ducks? Was he like juggling
No,
rubber
I
ducks?
didn't notice any rubber ducks.
Uh-huh.
No, none.
And then just gives you rubber ducks all over the place.
Imagine
I could.
it would be awkward.
It would. Much like the Tobias Harris acquisition of
Bad guy.
Today
You know
will
what?
be known. Today will be known. January 22nd, 2026.
RJ made a mistake.
What,
and
RJ?
Dave
Tobias
took-
Harris debacle.
I actually give you a lot of credit for making it to that point in the rundown. Maybe you skipped ahead of just to the thing that you wanted
It's
to
not
read.
even that far in there.
It's right there. It's the first. I mean, it's the
Oh,
first line of
God.
the Mets.
Yeah, but
It's jarring.
listen, I give you credit because I don't know how many times you even make it to the rundown
Okay,
reading any words.
let's be honest. He didn't read a word of the Knicks Nets.
No,
recap.
there's
he
no
didn't read a
chance.
word. He went right to the Mets.
Yep.
And he got the first line. It's halfway through the first line for crying out loud.
Don't deflect onto me.
Listen,
Because you had a massive slip up.
at least you know these are original thoughts. This isn't like a copy-paste situation. These are, we're digging for nuggets.
Listen, I
and we're-
think this is all coming out of the head of one RJ Santillo. I just question the mental well-being if you Tobias Harris.
Listen,
It's been a long
So
week.
anybody named Tobias is now Tobias Harris.
Maybe
is that what
that's
you're
right.
saying?
maybe
That's
Tobias
right.
Harris is what you need.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's what you're missing.
All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. So the Mets get Peralta and Tobias Myers. The Yankees keep Bellinger, which I've heard a lot of different reactions from the Yankees fan. Oh, same team, bringing him back. It's a good team last year. They good enough to win? I don't know. 800-919-3776. Knicks with that was what a beatdown that was at the Garden last night. Islanders, well, they took a nice L out in Seattle
Go to
last
break.
night.
Just go to break.
No, I won't.
Start talking
No,
about
let's spend
Islanders
some time.
losses.
Islanders, that's a brutal loss.
Stop it.
Brutal playoff caliber team.
Did you see that road trip they were on?
I know, really rough road trip. And Giants making moves, and the Jets may not be able to make moves. Nobody wants to go to the Jets.
great. Thanks.
It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Peralta firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Peralta firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. And in-home delivery on any mattress $199 and up is free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son and for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Looking for the best meat and seafood market.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We continue along. There's a lot of you love the bouncy show. Oh, you're gonna have a bouncy show.
I love shows like this.
Very bouncy. Because you got the Giants making. I mean, these are you could see who the new sheriff is. John Harbaugh, right? Kevin Abrams has been with the organization for almost 30 years. Out. Jets, we'll have to get into that. Mel Kiper discussed why they should take Ty Simpson at 16. I know you don't love that. Knicks with a beatdown of epic proportions. I mean, it was beautiful. Go watch Georgetown lose again last night. Watch North Carolina play. Alex was happy. They beat Notre Dame. And then I was able to walk the dogs early in the fourth quarter because the Knicks were up by 55 points.
Yeah, there was you're just trying to figure out whether or not they would give up less than 8 points in the fourth quarter. That was the record for the least amount of points given up. 8 points was the least amount ever given up by the Knicks in the fourth quarter, and they're at 7 towards the end there, and then that 3 ends up ruining that. But that was I don't know if they had a players-only meeting. Now Josh Hart's saying they didn't have a players-only meeting, but
whatever.
Nothing like playing the Nets.
Right. That
get you right.
But you know what? Playing the Mavericks should have been good enough, too.
That version of the Mavericks especially, yeah.
Right, no, of course. Listen, they have Kyrie, and they have Cooper Flegg, and they have Lively, and they have Anthony Davis, of course. Right. But they didn't have any outside of Flegg. They had none of those guys. You're being torched by. So that's why there was some real concern of, they better win this game. And listen, if they would have won that game by 4 points and it would have been tied with a minute to go, we would crush them today. So I give them credit for going out and, like we like to say, not playing with their food and just blitzing.
Take care of your business.
I mean, the game was over from the jump.
Listen, they're not stupid. I mean, they can say that they don't listen. They're not hearing what's going on, but of course they are. They hear the boos. They hear the conversations about what's going on behind the scenes with the locker room and Karl Anthony Towns and has this team tuned out the coach already. All these different things, and I don't know if they want to call it a meeting or if they were just sitting around talking and saying, "Hey, fellas, right? Like we got to get back to what we were doing when we started this season." And have a little bit of urgency in our game here because we all know we can do it. That's the one thing I always tell the guys that I coach. Like, if you show me you can do it, now the expectation is this is what I'm expecting from you.
Yes.
So we saw what you're capable of doing, and now this is what we expect. Not to mention the fact that before the season even started, we expected you to be at the very least in the Eastern Conference Finals.
At the bare minimum.
Right.
At the bare minimum. And most people thought that the NBA Finals was realistic and they should get there. So we'll get back into the Knicks a little bit later. Hear from Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, all the guys. Jeff Passan. I like Jeff Passan. You like Jeff Passan. He was on the K show yesterday. I'll recheck because my mouse isn't working, so I'll use my fancy fingers here.
Weapons.
Who won the Bellinger deal?
32.5 in the place you wanted to be is a very good outcome for Cody Bellinger. It's a very good outcome for the New York Yankees. What happened is what should have happened. And so I don't think there's a loser in this situation. I think both sides won here, and the New York Yankees are a lot better team going into the 2026 season than they were without Cody Bellinger.
There would have been mass hysteria had the Yankees lost Cody Bellinger.
Well, what was the pivot? Right, like what's the pivot?
I don't know where you go. And now, if you would have looked at that lineup without Bellinger, because even still, I look like Grisham leading off, then to Judge, and Ben Rice in the fourth
spot. Well, who's leading off, though? I mean, I guess it's Grisham.
Well, it's going to have to be, no? Who else could it possibly be?
Well, the thought was that the pivot would have been Quan. If they didn't bring in Bellinger, they would trade for Quan. Now all of a sudden, that solves
now you got to trade.
Solves left field, also solves
leadoff spot, elite defensive left fielder. But you bring back Bellinger. But even so, with Bellinger, you look at that lineup, you're like, But if you didn't have Bellinger protecting Judge, you have Stanton. You can't count on him to be healthy for the entirety of the season, obviously, and he continues to. I mean, when he plays, he's not bad. At times,
it's the same
good.
issues also, though. I mean, you're still really left-handed. You have a really good defensive third baseman who can't hit. You got questions surrounding when Anthony Volpe's back, what version of him do you get? Ben Rice at first base, really good offensively, but not very good defensively.
Right.
Stanton's health. How long does he stay healthy?
Well, I mean,
what kind of season do you get from Grisham?
You have to assume, Stanton, you're going to get between 90 and 120 games, right? I mean, you're not going to get a healthy Stanton. There's no way you're going to get a healthy Stanton.
And just then what? Once you do get to the postseason, because we all expect the Yankees to be a postseason team,
because they always are,
right? I mean, you didn't get a great version of Stanton last year. You got a great version of Judge, but you didn't get the normal, Giancarlo Stanton playoff performance, which is kind of like what now has buoyed him with Yankees fans. We can deal with the injuries because we know in the postseason he's going to be a stud. That wasn't necessarily the case.
Well, nobody was really good offensively.
And now we got
Judge last postseason.
He was awesome. And then you had some zeros in the lineup. Forget not good. You had zeros. Grisham in the playoffs was bad. Volpe in the playoffs was brutal.
Absolutely brutal.
And then the pitching staff, just health-wise. I think that's really what you're going to point to as to why this team can be different than it was last year.
Because they have depth of pitching when healthy.
Right. You had no Garrett Cole. Schlittler establishes himself now as he's going to be a stud.
Right.
And you're going to be from top to bottom with Max Fried now. If you get, as close to Cole as we're used to seeing once he's back with Fried and Rodon is back.
Their
and
starting
Schnittler.
pitching from top to bottom is probably maybe the best in baseball. I can never overlook the Dodgers because of what they always do with guys they bring in and what Ohtani can be, and Yamamoto and Sasaki. It's insane. But yeah, I mean,
now,
right? American League as good as anybody.
And then the bullpen.
I think they have some.
Well,
some
but they also have
questions
some
in the
wiggle room
bullpen.
now. So what do you do? I mean, what do you do with Dominguez? I mean, can you put him on the bench? Really?
I think you need to play him.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But you're not. I mean, if you're not going to play him now because Bellinger's going to play left and Grisham's going to play
And
center.
are we going to push Spencer Jones to wait another year for him?
Right, which is another reason why, like, the Yankees don't need the draft picks. The Yankees are trying to win a World Series now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you need to offer him the qualifying offer so in case he doesn't take it, that you'll get the draft picks? Or just say to yourself, no, we're going to give Bellinger what he wants so we can bring him back, and then we'll have Dominguez or Spencer Jones play left field. Because I can't have a young player just sit on the bench. It's not going to do him any good.
He needs to play.
Dominguez is not going to get better.
He needs to play every single day.
And he's not.
I don't know how
No,
he
he's
possibly
not.
could.
No, he's a platoon guy now.
Right.
Like, if you want to play Bellinger in center, you can put Dominguez in left. If you want to play Bellinger at first base, you can play Dominguez in left.
And by the way, you're going to have Caballero as your starting shortstop for quite some time, too.
Right. Which, again, I mean, offensively isn't great.
It's not. It's not. But it was a deal they had to get done. I thought they had to. They did. And if you're a Yankees fan, see, it's just like, how excited are you going to be by bringing the same team back that you looked at last year and you thought, they're not going to win
He
a
got
World Series?
smashed by the Blue Jays.
Right.
Smashed. Now, the Blue Jays have lost pieces.
And added pieces.
And added pieces. But still, like, I mean, I could understand if you felt like you were right there. It's like, hey, let's bring this thing back. It was unfortunate. Like, it could have been luck, injuries, whatever
Totally
it was.
agree.
But that's not how you felt.
Mm-mm.
I mean, yeah, you had trouble with Baltimore all season long.
Well, you barely beat Boston, right? And that was without maybe their best offensive player in Roman Anthony. Didn't even play there.
And his sister.
Right.
That you love.
Yes.
Yep.
Listen, I find her to be attractive.
It's
There's nothing
fine.
wrong. I'm not going to apologize for
Yeah,
that.
listen, if you want to be a creep, you be a creep.
I don't understand.
You let
that
your
being
freak
creepy.
flag fly.
You know what? He's got a man who's circling his Jeep.
But that's the man's problem. That's not a Ray problem.
You know what? He welcomes it.
Ray touching himself while the man was looking at the Jeep. That's a him problem.
You know what? If you're Ray and you're wearing a skirt that you can't sit down with, and don't be surprised if people are checking you out.
You're not wearing panties, and you go for the leg cross.
Here?
What?
How did we end up here?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Victim
He's
blaming.
deflecting. He's doing what I do. That's what he's
Blaming
doing.
the victim.
How are you the victim?
He was the victim.
Was being ogled.
Of an ogling.
Yeah. You know what?
That Jeep
you
is
should have
a
told him,
very-
no, I'm not open for business.
Yeah. Just because I dress like this
That's
doesn't
right.
mean I'm
doesn't
looking
give you the right, to walk around and be like, ooh, wee.
Yeah. These rims, so what do these rims scream? Smash to you?
Be
That's what these-
respectful. Be respectful. That's all we ask.
Yeah. I might H you dog
Bring
the
all
Jeep
your
on the way out.
Johnsons. You want to tell me about something?
Yeah, I got a little FanDuel here. It's turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. In both games during Championship Sunday, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you just right in the app. More boost means more ways to level up your playoff bets. Pick the matchups you believe in, so if you want to take your shot on an upset, then the Denver Broncos might be for you. Or maybe you want to build a parlay that fits the moment. Whatever the case, he took Seattle out of it. You see that? Seattle's gone.
As he should.
Whatever the case, you can apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs keep rolling. If you think the Mets are going to trade for Tobias Harris, maybe you play that too. So visit FanDuel.com/local and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Nice read. Well
you
done.
see what I'm doing now? I'm incorporating ad-libs in.
I love the ad-libs. I love them. And I also respect the fact that RJ took Seattle out. He got called out for it. It was a mistake by him. And he
misstep.
remedied it. You know what's wrong with me, though?
Your mouse.
No. So my mouse is not working. And I'm sitting here trying to make it work as if I have some kind of magical power.
Maybe.
It's not going to work.
Those hands have done crazier things.
Then make something work that it doesn't work. I don't have the arrow. I can't do anything.
RJ, we need you under the desk again. You see him just pop up right over here?
Yeah, of course.
But I didn't. He was over there. And
You
then all of a
knew
sudden,
you knew he was
I
here.
didn't think he was going to exit this way.
He didn't exit that way.
Right here.
He did not exit.
No, not through my legs, but right over here he was, the little guy.
He popped up here and he walked around there.
No, he walked right out from underneath that. Most people have to crawl under that. He walked right out.
I'm not going to let you. He was trying to help me with my mouse situation.
How's the mouse working?
It doesn't work.
Right.
But he's going to come back in. He's going to give another shot.
We should have let you sleep.
He goes, are you going to do this again? Be mean?
He doesn't think I heard him, too.
You know what he did?
He goes, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny was on assignment.
I got an
It's
assignment.
brilliant. So Danny is, I don't know, I always say running the YouTube, and he's like, they don't run the YouTube. Whatever. Danny was working the YouTube this morning.
No, he wasn't.
No?
He was eating a yogurt parfait. Because that's what we do in this office.
Stop calling out
The
Dan.
second you walk in the office, you need to eat breakfast.
So Danny, just eating his yogurt parfait, getting the YouTube ready, getting his graphics ready to roll here. RJ says, hey, psst, Danny, got an assignment for you. 5:58, wake up, Rick.
Yep.
And how'd he do?
5:58. Rick. He didn't even say anything. Just give me a little tap of Rue.
Oh, there was no
words.
verbiage, huh?
Nope, no verbiage.
Just like
a little rub on the leg.
Yeah?
Yep. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like when you don't want to be aggressively woken up. Kind of want to just like ease your way back.
Oh, if that was me waking up, I'm like, wake up! Let's go. We go out in 2 minutes.
It was very nice.
All right, let's break, come back. We'll get to your calls, 800-919-3776. Bouncy, like we mentioned, DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Looking for the best meat? Meat and seafood market.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. a fanatic's experience.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Yeah, the people that, walk around your Jeep. Can you imagine that? 5:30 in the morning, New York City street, guys walking around someone else's car.
There's a car guy.
That's strange, though.
If there was a beautiful woman.
That would be strange.
Oh, just sitting there.
If there was a woman that was sitting on the bench and the guy was circling it.
Well, but it's different, though. I mean, you're not going to sit there and circle around
Listen,
a beautiful woman.
If you walk by
in this
the car.
city, would that surprise you? Somebody just circled around
That would
somebody?
surprise you anywhere. But if he walked by the car and turned around, it was like, oh, fine. To be circling the
Right,
Jeep?
but he didn't know that Ray was in it.
Doesn't matter.
He was checking it out. Like, let's check out the rims here. What else did he do to this thing? Clearly, whoever owns this vehicle takes real pride in it. Let's check it out. Now, if he started trying to, open the door and stuff, now we're getting a little crazy.
What would happen if he tried to open the door? How do you know he wasn't going to try to open the door?
Have you been to one of those car get-togethers where they all meet at a parking lot?
Car meet? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're doing. Who does? They got the hoods up.
That's
they're
the thing.
checking out engines.
I've seen that.
You never see that on a weekend?
No.
I see those all the time.
You'd go to these?
No, I don't go to them, but I've been at
car
You've seen them.
I've been at a place where
they do it in Taco Bell parking lots, stuff like that.
Well, what are they looking for?
They're showing off
to
their
see
cars.
what other cars look like?
Affirmation, yeah. That's
I'm not a car guy.
Ideas.
They want people to say, "Oh, wow, I like what you did there."
Look at you.
How'd you do this?
Oh, look at the hydraulics of this thing.
Do people use hydraulics anymore?
Maybe not. Oh, what kind of you got 18 horsepower in there? What do you got? What do you got going on there?
18 horsepower.
I don't know.
This thing crawling.
What is this, a
I
Model
know.
T?
What do you got? 240 under the hood there? What's under?
Is it Fred Flintstone?
Yeah. I mean, no. I'm not going to a car parking lot.
I'm surprised you've never seen one of those before.
No, I never have.
18 horsepower.
RJ, you ever go to a car get-together? A car meet and greet?
Not with a car of my own. I know they happen.
They have these things go down?
Listen, Ray what's funny about this is I think this happens more than we know. This might be a cry for help. Ray was just telling me last week where were you? You were food shopping or something?
Well, I think I told the story on there when I was talking about the ducks. The girl wanted to put a duck on the Jeep and she didn't realize I was in there.
How come? Here's the question.
This happens often.
Why does nobody ever realize you're in the Jeep?
Because the windows are tinted.
tinted.
Can't see.
I thought you're not allowed to have windows that tinted.
Boy, you are.
He could get pulled over. I mean, you really are a narc.
He really is.
You guys are idiots.
It's unbelievable.
It's not like I gave his license plate.
Well, who knows? Now all of a sudden it's going to be like there's people that listen to the show like, hey, let's get that Santiago.
But get what?
It's too tinted.
You've never been pulled over for tinted windows?
No, I don't give people a reason to pull me over.
Why are you so disappointed?
I don't give people a reason to pull me over.
You know
I'll
what's going to
drive
happen
like a maniac.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, who do you
like
think
this
he is?
guy
Who do you
hitting
think he is,
90
Rick?
on the Buffalo highways.
I was 18 horsepower. It's too much.
You know what? They should limit the amount of horsepower this guy's allowed to get. Because he drives like a maniac.
This guy was following traffic.
Thanks, Dave.
For what?
Thanks.
Because he's going to get pulled over now.
Nobody.
It's because your tint's too aggressive. But it's just going to happen. Just naturally now because you put it out in the universe, it's going to happen.
Okay, if you want to believe that me doing it and putting it out in the universe and it happens, I can deal with that. I didn't give anything away for what his car is.
You just manifested it, though.
Yeah, did I contact the officials in the Buffalo game to say, hey, good job, not calling penalties? What happened next? Penalties. So what's going to happen to Ray on the ride home? Probably go to jail.
I haven't been pulled over in well over a decade.
A decade?
Well over.
Oh, really? There we go. And there it is.
And this is on me?
No, I think
now you just stepped right in it.
He just put himself right into it.
Challenging fate.
You put it out there.
I gently put it out there. You threw it out there.
Yeah, we just talked like a little slap on the wrist. Now there's a chance you get arrested.
I mean, I haven't been pulled over in over a decade.
Dave sounds so disappointed.
Extremely so.
He's a safe driver.
When was the last time you got pulled over?
I'm not going to answer.
What? Why?
Because you're jinxing everyone all over the place.
He really is. It's unbelievable.
It's been a long time.
A long time.
Long time.
Years.
Many.
Pre-child.
Oh, yeah.
Way before.
Pre-Ange? Pre-New York.
You lived in New York your whole life. Oh, New York City.
New York City.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 years before that. Listen, don't put your hex on me.
Wow.
You stay away from me.
I hope you get pulled over today.
Why would you say something like that?
Let me explain. I don't want you to
There's
get
no explanation to come of this.
Yes, I don't want you to get it ticketed. I want someone to pull you over and just be like, hey, that's a beautiful car you got there. Like, so get pulled over until something happens. Just to strike some fear.
What was the last time?
You're too comfortable.
Yeah, what was the last time a policeman or woman pulled you over and was like, hey, love your car.
I don't know. Ray.
Well, no, that's
people
not
walking around his car.
I have never been pulled over and not been given a ticket.
Oh, really?
Never.
Oh,
bad conversion rate for me.
My conversion is like going for 2.
You're a talker. I can
I'm
understand.
like 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also have a buddy that's a police officer, so I bust out the card. And I do it like a boss too, because you don't say anything. You just
slip it in with the license,
license, registration, and
yeah. But I think that sometimes depends on who you give it to, though. I've had that backfire also.
They take it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they just take it and give me the ticket.
I've had where they called him. My buddy's like, "Do not give him a ticket."
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's your favorite 2-point play. But
that's a big time.
When
buddy.
you burn that early in the game,
it's like a Philly special.
What's your second? Like, I don't know if you've ever heard.
Well, then I get belligerent.
He just acts like himself.
Then I'll actually get.
And then they're surprised he can actually drive.
I'm a great driver.
This guy can drive. Congratulations.
Yeah,
you don't deserve a ticket.
Then I'll be like, my son, he's screaming. He's got to go to the bathroom in the back. I was like, you have to understand why I was. There's always a reason.
Yeah,
you talk your way out of anything.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the situation. Like my dad almost got shot in one of those situations.
What?
Yeah,
well, that's because he wasn't the guy. Like, I don't want to bring this on air. But
what?
I don't know. Wasn't the guy like the cop was like?
No, it was different. No, he tried to get out. He got out of the vehicle. He's like,
why did he get out of the vehicle?
That's what I said to him. That's what I said to him. He's like, don't worry, I'll handle this.
So he got out and he's like, no, you listen to me. He
stepped out of he got opened the door, and then I was like, oh no. And I look back, and the cop is like on the hood, ready to. I was
he
like,
took out his weapon.
Yeah, I was like, no. It got wild.
I can't say.
And this was like just going like a little too fast through like the neighborhood we were staying in.
Well, that's your dad. It's a big misstep.
A huge misstep.
Get out of the car and get confrontation.
Yeah, because I try to go with what you said. I was like, oh, my brother's he's dying. He's gonna go to the bathroom, and I could just tell this was not gonna work. And my dad's like, don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Great.
That was like a good one.
That sounds like some of your dad's ideas don't really
terrible ideas
play out.
No, just not great ideas
as well as you would hope. All right, let's go to Stamatis in Astoria. Stamatis, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How you feeling today?
Good. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, my guys. So I'm calling about the Mets, obviously. So I like the trade. I think it was something that had to be done. I mean, they did give up a lot, and Met fans got to calm down. Because the casual Met fan will say like Jet Williams was not, the number one overall prospect. It was too much, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing with Stearns is that he trades from strength a lot, and the Mets have like a lot of minor leaguers. They got like Jacob Reiner, A.J. Ewing, Mitch Boyd. These guys all literally are the same guy as Jet Williams. So giving him up, he was not going to see daylight here. We just traded away Angel Acuna as well. Like there's nowhere to put him. So it's basically Sproat for Peralta, and you can only hope that Sproat would have been what Peralta is, right? So anyone
except listen, I like the trade too. Except that Peralta could go bye after the season, and Sproat's a guy that's young and under control for a long time. But my guess is, Stamatis, tell me if you think this is true. I don't think they were in love with Sproat. I don't think Stearns looked at him as a top of the rotation guy, and they wanted to take a shot at this guy now.
I agree. I think that's why it was him and nobody else, and I think that's probably like where he held firm, and it's probably why we have Peralta instead of Struble, because I think Struble was going to demand at least 4 of these prospects, and Tong would have had to have been one of them. You know what I mean? So that's probably
right.
Why
but I mean, if you're going to trade, that's something I heard last night when I was talking with some of the dads at baseball. It's like if you're going to trade Sproat and you're going to trade Jet Williams, and there's a thought that maybe you could potentially get Struble, wouldn't you want to save those to get Struble? Because if you're going to trade for Struble, like you're going to give Struble a bag.
I don't think they're going to trade for Struble. I think that their plan is we're going to make a big offer in the offseason for Struble.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but
that
now,
would be my guess.
Right, but now, I mean, and now you're in a competition with everyone else, as opposed to could you make the deal now? Like, I'm with you. I would rather do that too, but I'm just saying, like, if the thought was potentially, like, even if you get to the deadline.
Because you're going to have to give up more for Struble.
Of course, but if Detroit wants to ride this thing out and just see, hey, well, maybe we'll take a little less. We'll use him for half the season, see what it looks like, and then make a decision and now offer him up to the rest of, the teams in Major League Baseball. And the Mets are right there. Could that be something that they consider doing? Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just going to just throw a ton of money at him. But I don't know what the life expectancy of Freddy Peralta with the Mets is going to be because of David Stearns' unwillingness to make long-term commitments to older players. Like he's going to be 30 in June. if whatever happens next season. Say you miss half a season. Say God forbid you miss a full season. Now he's 31. Like how many years are you giving him in free agency? You got to give him a long-term deal because you've shown no willingness to give him a long-term deal.
I don't think they will. I think what they'll probably do, if they're still allowed under baseball rules at the end of the season, is offer him a lot of money for a short period of time. Would be my guess.
Yeah, and listen, hopefully that works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're not. I mean, maybe with the new landscape of the CBA, that ability doesn't present itself. I mean, because you're seeing now rather than deferred money, now we're just going to give huge signing bonuses.
Right.
So, I mean, everyone's always looking for an edge, but like right now in this moment, Freddy Peralta is going to help you more than Sproat is.
Well, that's not. I mean, Peralta is a horse. First of all, he makes every start.
Yep.
Right. And you see the negative, like, he could give you a 4 1/3 and get to 100 pitches. I mean, you have those times from every pitcher in baseball. But the guy is a horse. 200 strikeouts. He had every year 200 strikeouts.
Last 3 years. Yep.
He had a great season.
Awesome
I think he was
season.
5th in Cy Young voting on the National League.
Listen, his wins above replacement was 5.5,
which is a big number.
Which is huge compared to. I mean, when you look at what his other seasons have looked like. I mean, the 2 previous seasons he was at 2 and 2.5,
and he is just now hitting the prime of his career, and his familiarity.
And you know him.
Stearns knows him.
Right.
Stearns loves him.
Okay, but do we know he can pitch in New York? We don't know.
I have no idea.
It's for us. That's another piece of this thing. But I mean, you had to address it, and there's pressure to win now. And I mean, you're not gonna have Tong, Sproat, and McLean in your rotation. You're not. And it's unfair to ask Dolan McLean to be your ace.
You couldn't do that. You could not.
And maybe
do
he turns into that. Hey, listen, best case scenario is that's exactly what he is. But the amount of pressure you put that poor kid under, all of those kids last year.
Well, see, the reason I didn't feel badly for McLean is he could handle it.
But you didn't know he could handle it until he handled it.
You had no choice.
Every start was like
Sproat was fine, and Tong I felt sorry for. Tong was like, you're throwing this guy out there. He's clearly not ready. I mean, it was just unfair. Yeah, no, I love Tong, but I didn't want to see him last year. But they were so bereft of any pitching. It was like, we'll bring anybody up. And they asked McLean, like you mentioned, hey, go save the season.
It's exactly what he did.
And he did. Well, until he couldn't. He just couldn't. Yeah. Got I won't say the name because I don't know that he wants his name on air, but I got a nice email from a fellow. He says, can you please tell Rick I'd like to give him my PBA card for the year? You guys are great, and I would love to donate my card to him.
Wow.
Please have RJ send me the mailing address to the show.
Part of the problem is that I do have some of those cards not in the Swaggin' Wagon.
Well, why don't you get this card from this gentleman
and just keep it in the wagon?
Leave that one in.
Sometimes I get uncomfortable doing that, though. Why? I feel weird doing it.
What, canning a cup of No. Why?
Because, I made a mistake. I should be punished for it.
Wouldn't you try to get yourself out of a mistake?
Yeah, I guess.
He wants to be punished.
You want to be punished.
I don't really want to be punished, but
I
just feels awkward.
Why?
Like, I just think the thought, like, who's this guy? Come on. They put this card. Take your ticket. And
really? Take your punishment.
Take your punishment and just. Because, I mean, there's people that don't have those
So
cards.
you think of like an offensive lineman, clear hold, and they don't call it. That he should be like, man, I should have got flagged for that. I really should have. No. You're like, great. I was able to get out of this without any penalty.
Right, but it wasn't because the offensive lineman had like a special card he could give the referee that makes him different than everybody else.
I'll tell you what. If you feel really awkward and uncomfortable about it, give your cards to me because I don't even a little bit.
Well, you got to make sure you got 2026 now.
I don't have 2026.
Well, now you could be in big trouble. Now poor Raymond's going to get arrested. You'll probably get pulled over.
We need
RJ's not going to drive.
We need PBA cards.
RJ's not going to drive now because he's nervous.
We're big in the police community, by the way.
Good.
Yeah, big.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Well, how am I lucky?
Because you got the most, of all of us, you're the most likely to do degenerate stuff.
Well, often, also...
While driving?
Anytime.
Sounds like you get pulled over a lot more often than we would have thought.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you know your percentages.
I haven't been pulled over in probably, I don't know, 2+ years.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, not for a long time.
It's happening today.
Yeah, it feels like you're due.
And I don't think I've received
feels like you're due.
a ticket. I couldn't even tell you the last time I received a ticket. Years.
So you're Dan
Years.
Campbell.
And I'm not. And I'll spit right in the face of that. I'm not scared of anything like that.
You're Dan Campbell of driving. You're going to press the envelope.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, you're
now
not worried
what
about
I do get is a lot of like in the mail tickets. Those.
Oh, the cameras.
Oh my God.
What, do you not stop at red lights?
No, he just speeds.
Yeah, because there's like an optional, and then you go too far, and then
he gets in that fancy Mercedes, and he's just...
He feels the 18 horsepower.
He feels the 18 horsepower.
You get higher than 18 horsepower,
He wants to drive.
and you are trouble on the road.
Just let him live.
He
All
feels
right.
the horsies.
Let's take a break. We'll come back, get into the Knicks, NFL, Tim Hasselbeck,
like a hobbled donkey.
observations. Did it happen in Florida? And car horsepower. All that. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is our dear friend, the great Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning. Hey, take it slowly traveling around. Obey the speed limit as you're traveling. And let's see what's happening. Thruway southbound, where you're going extra slowly here on the Thruway southbound, getting down toward exit 12 into West Nyack. The problem is an accident with a debris spill. Trying to get down toward the Mario Como Tappan Zee Bridge. Expect delays. Troubles on the Palisades Parkway South, exit 8 as you get into Nanuet. It's a collision. FDR Drive southbound, getting down toward 116th Street. Emergency roadwork. LIE West at Glencoe Road, a stalled vehicle sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Benjamin Franklin, sir, I've just received news.
Speak.
They're multiplying you.
Multiplying me?
Yes, many times.
Multiple Benjamins?
Shall I stop it?
No.
Multiply your Benjamins with New York Lottery's Extra Multiplier Scratch-Off games. Play for the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $3 million.
I've won! I've multiplied myself! We won!
Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over. But on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season. Get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $189 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN SM844-681, MSRP $29,075. Zero security deposit, ends 2/2/26.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I sat in my car for a few minutes and did a little prep work, and I saw the strangest, most troubling thing outside.
The Jeep situation? If you want to be a creep, you be a creep.
I don't understand.
You let your freak flag fly.
He's got a man who's circling his Jeep.
That's the man's problem. That's not a rape problem.
If you're right, you're wearing a skirt that you can't sit down with, don't be surprised if people are checking you out.
Just because I dress like this
doesn't give you the right to walk around and be like, ooh, wee.
Be respectful. That's all we ask.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
You're not wearing panties? How did we end up here?
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
RJ, guess what?
It's back.
My mouse is working.
What about the other situation, the control situation?
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. Who's controlling your computer? Doesn't
You're
matter.
under the watch of someone on your computer.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I won't check out porn. So that
that's nice.
Somebody's watching what you do there?
That's good to know.
It said my computer is being controlled by somebody else.
You allowed the access? You have to approve that.
No. What do you mean?
No, he didn't do anything. It's just being controlled
the
by
computer gods.
Yeah, someone else.
It looks like we're up and we're functional. Let me see if the call screener. I think we're back.
Hey, we're back, baby.
Wow.
I think we're back.
See, and Rick said I only had one pitch, and you know what? He was right. So what's the backup? Just start unplugging stuff.
That's all you do.
Restarting stuff, unplugging everything.
I also got the full plumber experience too, which was great. RJ under the desk.
You saw his crack? Yeah.
It was more than the crack. It was half as.
You saw a lot.
Listen,
we did.
Yes,
I wasn't going to mention anything. I'm here for it. I'm not embarrassed by it at all.
Listen, you want things to work or not?
Listen, I think what you did was heroic.
I as well. With a little show. With a little show attached to it. Who doesn't sign up for that?
Listen, we're talking about Jeeps and tops down.
I can see why Ange is so attracted to it.
Why wear pants? If you're going to do that in the workplays, why even put pants on this morning?
Spoken like a guy who's never done that sort of manual labor.
Why not do it naked?
I mean, I saw. Listen, your proctologist was like, "Whoa, that was a lot."
Listen, you hear about in typical workplace hours, like 9 to 5, what happens after the work hours, or before work hours.
That's
kind of
right.
guys.
And it's wild.
You don't know what happens here at 6 a.m.
Hey, there's plumber crack, and then there's that.
That was a lot.
Maybe I was trying to send a message.
It's like, oh, look, it's
you
RJ's
couldn't caulk
whole...
that thing up. No,
well, he could.
I would hope that you wouldn't.
You could have.
There's not enough caulk in the world. To,
I think there probably is.
Right.
Listen, nothing's by accident.
So you knew you were giving us that show?
Might be sending a message.
Did you know as you were under the desk working on the computer that I'm giving these guys a show?
I had a pretty good idea, but both of my hands were unplugging at the same time and holding things up.
Why are you hysterical?
It's not going to make it.
You didn't see the same show that I saw. I saw, mine was like burlesque.
Listen, you had a working mouse or not?
Yes.
It's like paying your taxes.
I was going to take out money and just throw it.
How much?
In your direction. I think 20s is when people
just
throw
right
it
in the crack.
Yeah. Wow. Let me place that in there.
Yeah. Yeah. For 20s, we'll pick this up at the next break. How many 20s you got?
Remember the one guy? The Super Bowl time. We went to that adult establishment, and do you know the story?
No.
He lost control.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this guy.
And all of a sudden,
he went missing.
A woman walks up to me, and RJ and a couple other guys, he doesn't have the money. Well, how much does he owe? $470. Wait, what happened?
How many dances did he get?
All of them.
Every dance. Every single. Just let it play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another song.
Wow.
Yeah. And we had to bail him out.
Fell in love.
Happens.
He really did fall in love.
Yeah.
Actually.
I think I might have just. How did I not know that was RJ?
Yeah.
I mean, that was
nice. I fell in love with the Knicks last night. Back in love.
Wow, good transition there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all it took was a throttling of the Nets.
it wasn't a throttling. It was a beatdown of like epic proportion.
Oh, yeah. 120 to 66.
It was a non-competitive game.
Nope.
And I kept thinking, like, all right, it's 10, it's 12, it's 15, it's 20. Like, but it's going to be, because they always wind up, getting, 30, 40. It was 60.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was listening. So I was listening to it on the in the car, and they just kept going back to, okay, like this is Monica, and who was doing the game with Monica last night?
Well,
Pat O'Keefe.
Tyler, because Tyler did the TV.
Right, so it was Pat and Monica, and it wasn't even like they were breaking down plays anymore. They're like, this is unbelievable. Like, I can't believe this. Like, they've given up 7 points. The least ever in the fourth quarter was 8.
It was.
It ends up being 10 because the guy hits a 3, but yeah, I mean, they needed that. We needed that.
Yeah, they did. Desperately needed it because they've been playing some really, really bad basketball.
You asked me yesterday, would you be happy with like a last-second shot that Jalen makes to win? I'm like, nah. I mean, you take the win because you don't throw any of those away, but would I be happy? No. Like, they've lost 9 of 11. It hasn't looked good at all. They're starting to question the coach now.
You're losing to teams that you shouldn't be losing
to. We're talking about chemistry in the locker room and player-only meetings and everything else, and this is like, you're playing the Nets now?
Did you hear? So Jonathan Macri from Knicks Film School was on with Bart Carlin yesterday. I was driving home and I heard it. He did not have very positive things to say.
I haven't heard a lot of positive things, period.
He's like, they don't like each other. Like, they don't like each other on the court. They don't like each other off the court. Now, when you say, Bridges, Hart, Brunson, we know they like each other.
Right.
So who are we talking about here?
I think you know exactly who you're talking about. Okay. And maybe you could throw OG in the mix of that.
I don't know what is not to like about OG.
No, I'm not saying what's not to like, but does OG necessarily like his role all the time? Especially after what you were able to see him do offensively last year. I don't know. I've heard his name also mentioned.
Yeah. I just wonder. I think it's apparent to me, I don't know, that this team is going to, at some point in the next year, be broken up. Unless they reach magical levels, which I just don't realistically see happening.
No, again, I mean, this is a team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, right? So they know what it takes once you get to the postseason. So I don't know if this is just getting used to a new coach with a new system, if we want to still use that excuse, if it's, just us being now fans of a team that's just like every other NBA team that's going to be a playoff team that doesn't necessarily give you their best every night, and they're pacing themselves once they get to the postseason.
Yeah, but I said this the other day. Who are you to act like that? You're a team that's supposed to be on the rise. You're a team that has a new coach because you didn't like your old coach. You'd figure you'd go into, pedal to the metal to get that 1 seed. And to be a team that
right. See, I don't
other
know.
Teams are scared of.
I disagree with that though, because you just got rid of that.
So let's just wander our way through the Eastern Conference, and if we're the 4 seed or the 5 seed, doesn't really matter, and we're going to turn it on. That's a dangerous game to play. Man.
I know it's a dangerous game, and I also think that it's dangerous sometimes when, as a player, you think that okay, it's time now to take our foot off the gas a little bit. I don't need Tibbs up my every single day. I can do it myself. Until you realize that, maybe I can do it by myself, but a lot of the guys can't do it by themselves. Right? Like, I mean, that's just,
of course.
It's natural.
And by the way, regular season, if you win, great. If you lose, okay. But the cup, that's where you're going all in? That's where
I don't even know if that was going all in.
I mean, they wanted to win that thing.
When you finally get to that point, yeah, you want to win anything. I mean, if me and you we playing a game of pickleball against Anita and Amani, would have been devastated if we lost. Like, once you get to that point and you put yourself in that position, of course you want to win it. It's not the end-all, be-all.
I wish that they would take some of these other games a little more seriously then.
Yeah, but there's nothing at stake in the other games except seeding.
But a loss at home to Dallas. Listen, you lose in Phoenix.
This is what they wanted.
Okay. Well,
this is why you move off of Tibbs.
You're playing with fire here.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay, I think Detroit's a problem.
I think Detroit's going to be a problem, yep.
I would rather.
Boston might be a problem.
Maybe, but I'm more fearful of Detroit. I think what Detroit poses, the way they play basketball, the way that the physicality, they're going to beat you up.
Hungry.
I would prefer.
They want you to.
They want you, and they made a statement last time. They kicked your ass, and they wanted that game, and they would not relent. For me, I would prefer to not play them until the conference finals. Okay, so if I'm going to be like, if I'm the 3, if I'm the 4, if I'm the 5, I don't want to be the 4 or the 5. Because I don't want to have to go up against Detroit in the second round.
Right, but I don't know if they're thinking the way you're thinking.
Well, I think that's a mistake.
And it very well might be. But I think at the moment right now, I think that this was a team that felt like they didn't want to be They didn't want to be put through the grinder every single day because they needed to get through 82 to get to ultimately where they wanted to be, and they wanted to be ready once they got to the postseason.
So then really any regular season game doesn't really matter very much then.
I don't agree with that either, though.
Well, but that's what they're saying. I'm not saying you say that, but that's what they're saying. If losing to Detroit, no big deal. Orlando, Boston, whatever. Losing to Dallas at home, no problem, no big deal. And it's just, let's just get in. And then when we get in, we turn it on. That's dangerous to play. And is that going to work?
We'll see. I think it might depend on the matchup. I think there's still, even when they were winning games early in the season, it was because the offense was great and they were outscoring teams. But you still have issues. Jalen Brunson all of a sudden is not a better defensive player. Karl-Anthony Towns is not all of a sudden now a better defensive player that's going to give you, 110% every minute of every game. Like, there are still times where he looks like he's just not interested and he's not assertive. And he wants to blame that on the new system, and he doesn't know his role and everything else. But you can tell, like, from the coaching staff, like, you've seen it from Mike Brown already. Like, there's a level of frustration. We need more from you. Like, if we're going to get where we want to go, we need you to be
absolutely
a borderline
you need him to be
superstar.
A star.
Right.
You need him to be the 1B, like Brunson, Towns, like one of those guys off the court. The other guy takes over. And again, it's just my opinion about Karl-Anthony Towns. He's not a second player on a championship team. He's just not.
I don't know if he has the mentality. And I was actually listening. It's funny. I was listening to Mike Vrabel talk the other day, and he was just talking about his coaching philosophy, his coaching style, and everything else. And he's like, listen, the reality of sports life is everyone's different, right? Your personality is different than my personality.
Mm-hmm.
Ray's different, and everyone's different. It's great. Everyone should be who they are because naturally, like, you don't want to put someone in a situation where you're trying to force them to be something that they're not. Personalities, great. But you have to have the same mentality. If you get all those personalities to share one mentality, that's when you have success.
Totally.
And I think that would be, for me, the most frustrating part. Because there are certain plays, like you always hear a coach say, star in your role. So OG knows what his role is, and Bridges knows what his role is, and Jalen knows what his role is, and Josh Hart knows what his role is. But, like, if I don't have a guy that's fully bought into his role and what he needs to do on a nightly basis, it affects my ability to do my job. So if I'm OG or I'm Bridges and I'm supposed to be like, we're Wingstop, we're supposed to be great defensive players, and I got someone that's not coming back in transition or someone that's half-assing on defense, like, that affects me now. Because now I'm trying to make up for you, which means I can't do my job. Now the whole thing looks like crap. So, like, so that maybe that's part of the reason why there's some tension inside that locker room, is that there's one or two guys that you feel like aren't really pulling their weight consistently.
Maybe I'm wrong, and I'd love to be, and I hope it changes. It feels like Karl-Anthony Towns is kind of a man on an island, both with the fans and maybe in that locker room.
Oh, definitely with the fans.
Maybe on the court.
Definitely with the fans. They probably like him as a guy, but there are plenty of guys you like.
I think he's a nice guy.
Right, but it's just once you get on the court, once you get on the field, the ice.
His game doesn't, like, Anthony Mason, Patrick Ewing, Xavier McDaniel, like John Starks. Those are, like, when you watch him play, he's on the court, like, on the floor all the time. He's complaining about a call all the time, screaming and yelling. I don't know.
Stupid ticky-tack fouls.
It's not. He doesn't play the kind of game New Yorkers really pine for.
Well, no, you know what it is? It's almost like I think there are certain players that, especially star players, that you can live with deficiencies if you're getting their strength at the highest level. Like Kucherov, for example, in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch him play consistently, like, there are things that he does that would drive you absolutely mental. Like, doesn't back check, will throw a pass up the middle that gets picked off and goes the other way for an odd man rush. But because of, like, his offensive upside and the fact that when you look at his numbers, it's like McKinnon, McDavid, Kucherov. Like, he does that at such a high level, you can live.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Right, you can live with some of that stuff. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't consistently give you all of that other stuff to make you want to live with the complaining or all the other, like, the stuff that drives you nuts.
And maybe we'll get to the playoffs, and he will, and then he'll be a conquering hero in New York.
But you even saw it in the playoffs last year, though.
Well, I know. That's the concern.
There was foul trouble all the time, too.
All the time. The guy gets off the bench to start the game. He's got 2 fouls on him.
It's just dumb, too. Dumb fouls.
All right, so 800-919-3776. But here's the thing. This is where it's going to always go to because, like you said, regular season, that doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. Tell me. Read
You know what's going to make you feel better?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you'll love this. If you're feeding a family or stocking up for game day, Wild Forks Foods, it's a no-brainer. Organic ground beef, $6 a pound. 5-pound bags of chicken breast for around $3 a pound. That's serious value on everyday staples, and you still get over 450 meat and seafood options. All blast frozen to lock in flavor and freshness. 7 locations or same delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat Wild prices.
Oh, that's nice. Wild prices.
Wild.
They're almost giving it away.
Hey, listen, pounds and pounds of meat.
Oh, that's a lot of meat.
Yeah. Delicious meat, too. Delicious. I'm not even joking.
No, I believe it. You know what? I mean, maybe I could get a...
You want some meat? I'll send you some meat.
No, should you have to? I'm your partner on the show. Maybe
That's true.
Maybe they should.
Maybe you should indulge. Maybe we could be Wild Forks together.
I'm not. I don't want to take the shine from what you're doing with them.
No, there's no
because I
shine.
think they love you and you're doing a great job. But I mean, can I not get a little something?
You just tell me.
A little taste.
You want to get exotic? You want some exotic meats?
No.
Some ostrich?
No. I don't want to eat an ostrich.
Some
No.
kangaroo? They got kangaroo.
They serve kangaroo. No. I just can I get some chicken?
Just want to be chicken?
Chicken.
Bland chicken?
Yeah. You know me. I'm boring. I'm bland.
You want the breast of the thigh? I don't even have to ask that question.
Breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I'll see.
A nice,
thick, voluptuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Blast freeze that thing right up.
Oh.
Lock in all those nutrients right to the house. I'll have Cassie send it with the hats.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I get a signed note from you?
I don't know. I think it was the first 100.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. 800-919-3776. Bouncy. You like the bouncy?
I love the bouncy.
I know. More bouncy. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. And in-home delivery on any mattress $199 and up is free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son and for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Show your team spirit and say big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives. Just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Rich Eisen here. LinkedIn Jobs is stepping things up with their new AI assistant so you can feel confident you're finding top talent. Get this. Employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to those hired through the leading competitor. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So now he's just flaunting it because RJ walks in during this most recent break. He's like, I got to go back under the desk and see if something dropped.
Yeah, let me just check this.
Yeah.
Difference here was he was actually doing work before. This was like he was kind of turned like looking at you as you looked at him.
Right.
Got your attention now, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
I
I'm
really
having
sent him the
trouble
message.
focusing on the show, to be quite frank with you.
You're not the first.
I mean, that was a statement. Like, now I've got your attention. Now watch what I can do.
Ogling is the name of the game today, huh?
Yeah, like I come walking by the table up to the bar. It's like, let me just get a water, please. I just wanted to make the round. You know?
Right. You wanted every head to turn and be like,
No.
who's
Here's
that?
what happened. Here's what happened. You came up to the bar, and you were, listen, you were dressed really nice. And your friends from the other side of the bar noticed that Dave and I, like, the second you walked over, like, wow, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then they told you, so now you had to come, I'm going to go back because now I know that they're checking me out.
Right.
And I really
So I'm going to go on one last tour and
I
really
wanna
let them
explore the space.
And then you know what I did after?
What'd you do?
Walked right out.
Right out.
Just made a statement.
That's all I wanted to do.
Listen, you're winning. You after the Tobias Harris Mets acquisition, since that moment, you've been at a very high level today.
You have to be optimistic about Harris, I would think. That's a nice throw-in
I
piece.
guess. I didn't. Until this morning, I didn't realize that they had acquired Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris Myers. It's his middle name. It's what you don't know.
THM he's known as, yeah.
Myers is he'll be in your rotation at some point. You'll know about Tobias Harris Myers.
I would think of him as a bullpen guy.
Well, he's succeeded in both roles.
Versatility at its finest.
Yeah.
Well, either he or Jonah Tong, right? So.
Did you just call him General Tong?
Jonah Tong.
That's how much respect he has for him.
Right.
Jonah Tong.
It's the general.
Yes.
Yep.
Would you see the press release that went out with the Buffalo Bills when they got rid of Sean McDermott?
Oh,
it was Admiral McDermott.
Did I see it? You sent it to the group text.
Admiral McDermott.
Admiral McDermott.
Yeah. Did the owner approve that?
What was that yesterday?
Wasn't great.
That was a debacle. That's what that was.
Feel bad for them.
I would almost expect that. Like, that's Jets level of
yes.
The only reason that it won't carry the same weight and embarrassment is because you have Josh Allen. And they're on the verge of great things.
You know who that was yesterday? And we joke a lot about this here, but we don't really get into depth and details for obvious reasons. That was Buffalo Sabres, Terry Pagula. He popped his head out. He usually stays away from the Bills side of things.
He's crushing. First of all, what he said is not true. That Bean had no interest in Keon Coleman, but he relented because everyone else in the organization wanted him.
And then the video pops up at the combine.
Right. And secondarily, he's still on the team. Well, at least for the moment. You're not going to be there for long. But you're crushing this guy.
Do you imagine how many phone calls Keon Coleman got?
But in all sincerity, that's cruel.
Right. Well, I mean, for a couple of reasons. One, because he's still on the team, and it's not fair to him, as frustrated as you are with him. And two, it's like, I mean, if this is someone that you don't want and you're trying to get rid of, and now everyone in the league knows that you don't really want him, how does that affect your ability to trade him?
Why would you do that? Why would you? I mean, that's a high level of crazy.
Well, this is because, but this is what happens though, is that you give people in positions of power too much credit sometimes.
But it's his team,
right? Exactly right. It's his team, and that's the problem. You're at the mercy of what he wants to do and what he wants to say. Like Brandon Bean's just trying to get through this thing, and he's like, "Hold on."
Did you see Brandon Bean? Did you see the video of it? Brandon Bean was like, "Oh no,
I'd like to interrupt you." Yeah, we didn't want him. The coaches wanted him. Thanks, Terry.
But how unaware is that? Like, that's a special level of unaware. You're saying stuff you should never say, and you couldn't crush a guy more. I mean, he's on your team.
I know, and it actually gave me some hope. I looked at that as hopeful.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's another one.
If you get a really good quarterback, it could mask a lot of what's going on.
Well, you can even make an owner who looks like a buffoon capable because that's how good we can be.
Because that's how good we can be.
Yes, because that's how good Josh Allen is.
Right. By the way, you guys mentioned the Mets rotation.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Tobias Harris or Tong.
Right.
You got Peralta, McLean, Peterson, Holmes, Minaya, and Senga.
Yeah. Oh, you have a ton of
right. Like I don't even know if you're gonna have to worry about that part of it.
No, my point was there will be a sixth guy needed at some point.
Okay.
I just gave you 6.
He just gave you 6.
Talking about 7 and 8 now.
Well,
Myers is going to start out in the bullpen. I don't think there's any intent.
No, he will not be a starter for you. No way.
Depending on what they do with Senga. Maybe they decide that they want to move on. If they can, they want to move on from Senga.
I would think if they were going to move on from Senga, they would have already because I know he was available, but maybe they're holding out.
Now you
for
get your
some
6.
reason.
Go with extra rest for him if you want. It's just, he
He
should.
should.
But he teases you.
But then you have to piggyback Holmes with somebody.
But he teases you. When he looked as good as he looked last year, and then he gets hurt. Because he usually gets hurt.
He always gets hurt.
And then that was it.
He's the Mets' Giancarlo Stanton, is what he is.
Well, no, we got one of those in center field now.
In Robert?
Luis
I
Robert.
wonder how much of the Robert is what the White Sox injury bug.
Well, White Sox are just he's one of those guys that unless he's playing for something,
okay, well, you know what? You couldn't play for a lot more than he's playing for this year. Peralta's playing for this year. So if you don't get the best version of those guys this season, then they're just not those guys.
Yeah, right. Like whatever your motivation is, like whatever your why is, like you're hoping it's because I just want to win at all costs. But for some guys, that's not the case. This is my job and I want to make as much money as possible. So if that's your motivation, then here you go. Go make some money.
I mean, truthfully, you'd prefer that they're all bought in and that this is a new location and they want to, win.
Yep.
But if they play great because they want to get paid, I can live with that.
Yeah. Just don't give them a long-term deal.
Well, that's the worry, though.
You're right.
Right? Is that, Peralta goes out and replicates last year's season, and then you pay him, and then he's like, all right, now I'm...
Well, no, I'm not even worried about him. I just mean, like, I don't know if that's even the case with him. I'm just saying, like, the Luis Robert would have that much talent. Right? Like, to have a season like he did in 23 and then have 2 the way he did. It's like, well, what is it?
What happened?
What's the disconnect?
Well, he was banged up, and he was playing with the White Sox. And he's also asked to be the guy. He's not going to be asked to be the guy here.
Right, but, I would prefer what I saw in 2023.
Well, of course you'd prefer that.
But again, you're speaking to reasons why someone that's that talented hasn't had the success that you would
But if you
imagine.
lower expectations, is it easier for him to be that guy than if you're like, all right, you're going to bat third?
I don't know, but how high are the expectations in Chicago with the White Sox, though? Like, what's the pressure like there?
But if you are the guy that if they're going to be decent, you need to be the guy.
Okay.
I mean, he was batting third. He's in the middle of the lineup.
Right, okay, but all right. So, maybe, hopefully that was the case, but.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's ultimately very talented.
Very
the question is, for one reason or another, can you harness it?
And can he stay healthy?
Right. Which is obviously
we'll find
a concern.
out. But so far, what we've done so far,
I love it.
We're January 22nd, so it's taken a minute. But right now, as the pitcher
More than a minute.
As the pitcher clears up, as the plan kind of clears up, it's
baseball could learn a lesson, by the way, when the football free agency comes around, and before it's even started, everybody's off the board.
NHL does it, NBA does it. It just happens fast. It's a free
Baseball,
agent frenzy.
Sometimes they can't get out of their own way.
Well, we'll see. This whole upcoming CBA negotiation will be the real test.
Did you see what Kraft said the other day?
No.
I guess he was on the
18
Sports
games?
Hub. 18 games.
Yeah.
2 preseason. It's coming.
2 buys.
2 buys and
President's Day weekend.
1 international game for every team.
Every team.
Every team will play 1 international game. Yes.
There's going to be a team overseas.
It feels like it.
There's going to be.
It feels like it. A team in England. Yeah. It does feel like it.
It feels like that's coming.
But that's a lot of travel. So how is the team from England supposed to play a team on the West Coast?
It's a good question.
I mean, you're looking at a 12-hour flight.
It's a long trip.
And you're going to have to. I mean, just random every 4 years.
Well,
unless
you had a
Chargers, Broncos.
Unless you had a facility here.
Like a hub?
Like a hub where you would come, stay, practice, and then you'd go from there, and then you'd eventually go back.
You think players would want that?
Probably not.
Like, who's gonna want to?
Do you think players really want 18 games?
No.
Like the whole idea that a preseason game is the same as a regular season game is completely ridiculous.
When guys don't play in the preseason.
But even if you were playing the preseason,
Listen, here's the truth. I guess if you dangle money, that they'll be happy to
trust me
to play.
I've been in
London.
those meetings. As soon as the money starts going up, okay, well, yep. What else do you want? Okay, we'll do that. We're okay with that.
And the fans want it.
Of course, the fans want it. Of course, their partners want it.
Do you think they're more likely to have an international team or an international TV package? It's skip the team.
Like every international TV game is on Amazon or
There's
on
a
Netflix.
there's a Sunday morning package.
Oh,
I think that's coming.
Oh God.
I don't know that,
every week.
I don't
Sunday
think there's going to be this is just me guessing. I don't think there's going to be an international team. I think they have laid the groundwork through proof of concept through Thursday. There will be a 9:30 TV
So
package.
every week 9:30 kickoff.
And like
just for you.
And if every team does it, it'll be almost every team every year. Like you play an international game, like a Thursday.
That's what Kraft said. He said every team is going to have to. You're going to have 18 games,
Yep.
and you have to play an international
And you know
game.
what? You'll pay for
and
it
that'll
and
be
you'll love it.
that'll be the 9:30
I
Sunday
won't
morning
love it.
package.
You'll pay for it and you'll love it.
I won't.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I will pay for it. I will watch it.
No, you'll say you hate it. But you.
I will not love it. Don't tell me. I will not love it.
No, we're going to watch it. We'll hate watch it. I mean, then, listen, by the time
it's too much.
Too early.
I don't need football from 9:30 till midnight. It's too much.
By the time you get through Monday Night Football, it's like, oh God, that was a long. 2
you feel
days.
like you played.
Yeah, this is a long 2 days.
I don't know. What do you think? Both options. Which one would you say is more likely?
Well, I think your option is going to be the first option.
And then you think they?
And then
they
I think that
throw
they
someone
eventually.
over there?
I think we're going to see
I
a
think
team
you
over,
recognize
overseas. Yes.
what that would mean financially for like. What do you think that the fee would be to get a team over there? Humongous, astronomical number.
A billion.
And then could you imagine like in what you're willing to spend to be the only team over there to begin with? Like what that means? It's like when like the Blue Jays. They got like the entire country is the Blue Jays.
Right.
So you get that one team over there. Now that's
what a hot ticket that would be too.
Well, but you see all these teams that go over there. It's like you got it doesn't matter who's playing. It's every different NFL jersey. They don't have a team over there.
Right.
Just whoever you root for. Now all of a sudden you got a team.
They'll fall in love with that team.
Oh.
Be a hot ticket. Have you seen what they do at the stadiums there, where like the grass comes up from the ground?
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Those are the soccer stadiums.
Yeah.
They take their grass serious over
It's
there.
beautiful.
Not like here.
They take their stadiums real serious.
As they
beautiful.
should.
We can't do anything like that over here?
Some teams can.
When I went to they pull it in and then pull it out. In Arizona, they do.
Everyone's like Arizona.
But that was a disaster.
Sometimes they drop it down like an elevator.
Yeah,
And
that's the
there's-
one that we saw.
From where?
The stadium has like a hydraulic.
That's what the one
lift.
you saw you're talking about.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They drop it down and then it comes back up. They have all the lights under there to keep it growing.
Yeah, that's
really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they look at us and like what teams play on.
They probably look at us as like so
We're
behind
living
the
in the
times,
Stone
right?
Age.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got just the spray painted.
Right.
Brown, it's green now.
Yep.
When I went to the
and there's no AstroTurf over there.
When I went to the Bayern Munich game, you should see how clean it is. Spotless.
Really?
Oh,
in the stadium?
Oh my goodness!
You know, people urinating on the floors over there.
No, they got this. You should see my father-in-law's face. The guys they're pushing around a cigarette cart.
Really? They're still selling cigarettes.
Yeah,
Huh?
this was back during the lockout, but yeah. And they got the one section behind that goes crazy the whole time, and everyone else is kind of just like.
Are there smoking sections, or anyone can smoke?
It's a good question. I think anyone was smoking.
Really?
Yeah, but it was
Surprised
like
by that.
But it was like very relaxed. Like because you like when you see those games, it's usually like behind both nets. It's crazy, right? Like it's both.
Right,
it's
and then
both.
over on the sides, it's
And then
a
over
little
the
more.
sides, it was just like kind of like just having a drink, having a smoke, watching the game.
You think the Giants are going to get a standalone Thursday or Monday night game this coming season at home?
Oh, they're definitely going to
Of course they are.
They all have to have a Thursday game.
Of course they are.
You have to host one, though?
That's actually been a stupid question.
You're going to get
They're going to
multiple.
get both. They're going to get both.
You're going to get
That's not
multiple.
even-
You have to
That's
host
not even
a
a
Thursday
question.
game?
No, you have to have a Thursday game.
Right, but I'm saying, do you think the
They're
Giants...
going to get yes. They'll get
The Giants are getting both without question.
I'd say. Are you talking
the
just?
Giants going to be a hot team this.
Are you talking just home games or home? Or
Home.
I'd say you're. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because Alex is like, Dad, I want to go to a game. I said, we can't go unless it's a standalone game because I don't want to miss the other games.
That's happening.
I bet you'll get two.
That's totally happening. You're going to get a few.
Okay, well, you have to attack me. I'm asking
Who
you
are
a
the teams
question.
they play
I
at home?
think you should be attacked. I don't think that's a good question.
Give me those home
I think
teams
you know
again.
the answer to that
It's
question.
the division. It's Tennessee. It's what?
Why do you need to say division?
Well, I'm getting it out there.
Okay, well give me the home team.
San Francisco. They're going to get San Francisco one of those games. How about that?
We're gonna beat the crap out of you this year.
I don't think that's going to happen. Your home games are, as Dave said, the division, plus Arizona, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Tennessee.
Hang on, you're too fast.
Oh my.
Okay, show me a little leg.
Okay, that's the one. That'll be the one.
For what?
Jacksonville could be.
No, if Dable ends up back in Tennessee, it's going to be Tennessee because you got Saleh.
No,
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think it's that one.
You're going to have Saleh.
Which night are you picking here?
You're going to have Saleh and Dable coming back.
No.
Okay.
No.
I saw a tweet.
Here's a better one for you. One of the Dallas games will be Sunday Night Football.
We're gonna smash you too.
Okay.
Take you behind the woodshed. Beat the crap out of you.
One of the Dallas matchups will be Sunday Night Football. How about that?
You don't think
scared
that
of you.
Saleh and Dable coming back as a team to New York is interesting?
No.
You guys
I think it's interesting for us. I don't think that sells to a network. I think Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, it may be more.
Well, that's
attractive.
part of it.
Okay.
You got two quarterbacks drafted the same year.
I don't see No, because Tennessee could be terrible. They don't want to put them in.
Well, they'll probably
Monday
save
night
the.
game.
They'll probably if they're going to put Tennessee in a New York team in a spotlight. I would think it'd be Tennessee and the Jets.
San Francisco.
Try and sell the storyline.
Jacksonville. Any of the 3 division games could be. And who else do they have at home? It's not very attractive after that, right?
It looks like you play
It's Arizona, Tennessee. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, Jacksonville. The AFC North.
Hey, pull your butt cheeks out. See if it makes you more comfortable.
I understand.
The AFC North. Well, I'm trying to see who you match up with because your AFC team, I think, is. So I think it'd be the Browns because you match up with an out of conference, a random division team from the.
But it's defined now.
You also got the last place schedule, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yes. But we've had the last place schedule and it doesn't even matter. They had the last place schedule this past year.
Yeah.
And look at how brutal that was.
It just lined up because of the divisions you were playing.
Your divisional games are the sexiest ones, plus the Niners.
And the Jaguars has
Jags
a little bit.
has some pull.
Yeah, a little bit as well. All right. We'll break. We'll come back. We got observations. We have Did It Happen in Florida? We got your calls. We got more sound to hear. We got everything happening. We got to get into the Jets and Giants stories as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Get 35% off select major appliances valid through January 30th. See Lowe's.com for more details. If you're able to take advantage of midweek skiing, this is the time to do it Thursday and Friday. Nice pack powder conditions, virtually every trail open, a little fresh snow in spots to go with snow we got last weekend. Thursday and Friday weather a bit more comfortable than the weekend. Camelback, Pennsylvania, Mountain Creek, New Jersey, they're both 100% skiing, riding, and tubing day and night. 60th anniversary celebration for Mountain Creek this weekend. Mount Peter on 10-pack powder slopes day and night. Butternut in the Berkshires, 21-pack powder trails plus their snow tubing park. Gore Mountain with 27 miles in the Adirondacks. Whiteface 22 miles, both with pack powder and loose and frozen granular. They both ride warm gondolas, so does Stratton on 85 trails in Vermont and Killington with 70 miles.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify. Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports. Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Yeah, people are always watching. Raymond in his car. They
Especially
walk around.
that Jeep.
They check it out. Raymond's in there. Guy must have totally freaked out when Raymond. Did you open the window?
Out.
How did you alert him to I'm in here?
So I didn't. I just looked up at him, and there was this part of me that was like, I wonder how long. I'm just gonna stare at him and see how long it takes him to notice I'm looking at him. And so maybe it was about 2 or 3 seconds, and then like the startled
Was there
look
sheer
on
panic?
There's the startled look on his face, and he stepped. I don't know if you saw. He stepped back for a second. And that's when he stumbled over himself. He didn't know what to say. He like, I'm sorry, man. Like I was just, you have a nice Jeep. I was just checking it out.
He was thinking about stealing it. For a second when this happened, where you're like, he wants to steal my Jeep.
Yeah, a little bit.
You were.
A little bit.
But here's the beauty of the story. Little did he realize I was right there. So had this man jumped into the, if Raymond wasn't in the Jeep and this man jumps into the Jeep, starts to hotwire it.
You do nothing.
I come out with my fists of fury and look out.
His lethal weapons.
Look out. What do you mean no?
There's a better chance you pull. Remember that PETA whistle that Ray had for the horses?
I don't think you're being very nice.
There's a better chance you just pull out a whistle.
The horse is being abused.
Yeah, to alert people.
I don't have a whistle. No, I would get highly involved.
I didn't realize Dave was back there until I started to get out of the Jeep. I said, "Oh, look, it's the Mercedes. It's Dave."
Yeah, that's right. Right behind you.
There's no chance you're getting involved.
Of course,
zero.
Of course, I would.
There's a better chance.
Let's do a show vote. I vote no chance.
No way.
And there it is.
No way.
Ray,
would Dave have Ray's back if it went down?
Okay.
If it all went down.
How about this? How about Ray gets, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?" And then it got confrontational. They were going to fight. You still think I'd be like,
you slump down in your chair and try to
and
talk.
I'm watching videos.
I think you probably sit down and start unpeeling your eggs and just like, oh, this
maybe
is a show.
You know what?
He turns into Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing. I see nothing.
Maybe I video it just so we can all.
There's a better chance
watch
that
it
you
later.
video. Yes.
I think you slump down in your chair and you call Rick. Rick, get out here. Where are you? Problem.
I think Ray's getting in a fight.
Listen, there's
you're not friends. None of you are my friends.
Oh, this is just being.
You think I would allow Raymond to get pummeled?
I think you let it play out.
No, I don't think that.
What makes you think I would have got pummeled?
I don't think you would have. But like, you think I would just stand back and let Ray fight without helping him out? You guys don't think very highly of me at all.
I think you let it play out for a minute and see how it's going.
No,
and then you cheer him on. You can do it, Ray.
No.
Oh,
like I'm watching a game.
Yeah, and they
come on, man.
Come on, Ray. Get your hands up.
I think there's a better chance you start booing Ray if it wasn't going his way.
No, I wouldn't let Ray get pummeled. I would never allow that to happen.
Then when I'm done doing what I got to do, I give him the Giannis. I just start booing at you.
Right, but here's the thing, though. I think that Dave, most people are like this. They want to feel like they'll get involved, and then it's fight or flee kicks in, and you're fleeing.
I'm watching Dexter. I know all the pressure points to hit. I could take your carotid right out.
With what?
My fists, my hands.
No, there's no
if
shit.
you put pressure on the carotid, 12 seconds until the person passes out.
There's no way. Those hands aren't strong enough.
Okay, sure.
I mean, maybe your right forearm.
My grip strength, unbelievable.
Maybe.
Unbelievable, my grip strength.
Yeah, but you're squeezing something much smaller than a person's neck. That thick neck.
I get right into a chokehold.
No.
Up and right on the carotid, they're out.
No.
Fine, whatever. So I just sit back and watch Ray get beaten. to within an inch of his life.
Well, no one said that. I think I think that maybe eventually you would, like, if he's taking a real beating, you could jump in. I don't think your initial instinct is, let me step in between this. Because now all of a sudden Ray's got to protect you. You take one to the face, you're down.
Why would I have to protect? He have to protect me?
Because you're gonna take.
Then
one.
It's 2-on-1, and this guy didn't look that scary.
You're gonna take one
fine,
right in your fancy new nose. You're gonna take one right in the nose. That thing's gonna go sideways.
You know what? I'm never helping any of you out of a physical confrontation ever.
I just don't want to get anyone's expectations up.
Ever.
I don't want Ray sitting there going, like, expecting, okay, Dave's going to jump in, and then all of a sudden...
you know what, Ray? If that was something you were thinking about, you can eliminate that right now.
I wasn't considering it.
Good.
It was just I wasn't
maybe you know what I'll do?
at all.
I'll walk up like Cosell, and I'll give play-by-play. That's what I'll do.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but I'm not helping you.
Edge NFL matchup.
Make sure you video it, though, while you're doing it, because I'd like to see that.
Yeah. As I give play-by-play.
Yes.
Oh, that's a right from the stranger.
So you see Ray starts to duck here when he's looking to give the uppercut, but he leaves himself wide open.
Wide open, and the guy pummeled him right to the lip, and you see blood is starting to trickle from the lip. He looks much like a Mendoza from the other night in the national championship game.
I think you'd really know that Ray's ready to fight, though, because he's taking his shirt off. I mean, we've already seen that.
That's what he does.
T falls, shirt comes off. If he's fighting, there's no way the shirt stays on. He's fully exposed. And there's a chance RJ just shows up with his butt hanging out to help.
You don't know me.
You're taking your shirt off, guaranteed. If you're fighting, you're taking your shirt off.
It's not a given.
You rip it off.
He's taking it off.
Listen, I
he doesn't want to get blood on it.
You know what? I might root for the other guy now.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Ray, I would never do that.
That's all it takes, huh?
Ray, I would never.
You don't want me?
Else.
Then I don't want to be involved.
What did I say?
You said, he wouldn't help. He would do nothing.
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say a word.
You think I'd help you?
I didn't say a
do
word.
Do you think I'd help you?
I didn't say.
I'm asking you right now. Do you think I'd help you?
Don't turn this around. I didn't say a word as to whether or not you would help me. I didn't say that you wouldn't help me.
He doesn't think. He thinks I'd run.
Okay.
He thinks I'd do nothing. What do you think?
He thinks you'd slump in the chair. He thinks you'd record video.
Think?
I didn't say anything. You projected on me. Now I don't want your help.
Good.
Because
I hope he beats the crap out of you.
You've done nothing for me to this point.
I hope an enormous man with muscles like Schwarzenegger beats the crap out of you next week.
You abandoned me on a whim, is what you did. Who wants the help of somebody who does that? I don't. That's not cool. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate what you've done.
That's fine.
Wow. And I would be right there to help him.
I thought you were my friend. I thought you were in my corner.
I thought I was too.
But it takes nothing. It takes nothing for you to turn your back on me.
You know what? And if he's a Giants fan, I hope he really kicks the crap out of you.
This is why I have trust issues.
I got you.
This is why I have trust issues.
No, you wouldn't.
What do you mean?
No
The
way.
dumpster's right there. I pop out after breakfast. Right into the mix.
I see what you're doing.
Right in the mix.
I don't feel very comfortable.
And they said
on the
nasty
show
things
anymore.
about me yesterday. I mean, and then I'd still protect them.
They said nasty things about you
the whole show.
You were awful to everybody yesterday.
About me diving into dumpsters and everything else.
Yesterday.
You were. I had people ask me yesterday.
Is your microphone on? Why do I not hear you?
I don't know.
Keep talking.
Nothing really works.
Keep talking.
I'm in the process.
Okay,
of
I'm back. You're back.
It's back.
Yep.
I had people ask me off the air yesterday. Is he okay?
Oh, stop.
Ray,
we're having a little fun.
He was out of control yesterday.
Oh no, I've seen him out of control.
People would love to be in this mix.
Control.
What kind of life?
I think he was very much in control. Actually, he was well in control and knew it and well aware of his faculties.
That might make it even worse.
Yeah, well, that's another level.
You got to keep each other on your toes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, you're on your toes.
Yeah, you better be. You better be.
I'm on my toes.
RJ didn't even realize I recognized that zit until I used it. He's like, maybe he didn't see it.
I actually knew when I woke up yesterday. I was like, this is gonna be a problem.
Yep.
You know what? He makes you feel so self-conscious.
No, because I go into it because it's like I would approach it with like my high school buddies. How would I attack myself? You have to self-scout. This is a problem.
So you would go after the physical appearance.
There's a chance I'd go.
Everything.
There's a chance I was going to go over to the other building, maybe get a little makeup splotch covered up.
Wow.
You should have.
I know.
Doesn't Ange have anything you could dabble on that thing?
Not. I mean, she does, but it's like 3:45 in the morning. It's tough time.
Right now he shows up with makeup, like a weird makeup on his face.
Why do he have a zit that's sparkling?
Yeah,
caked on makeup,
right?
Sparkling,
little lip gloss.
That's another problem.
That's how you have to approach this group. Self-scout. What would I make fun of me for? Going in.
No, but it was.
You have to.
There was no reason for you to do that.
Right.
You went after Renan. You went after
but you
RJ.
haven't been around. You haven't been around people like RJ's friends, or like in a hockey locker room specifically. Well, like you need to go in and you need to every person that you run into, you need to scan quickly for some ammunition.
See, like what he did with the I'm going to pop out of the dumpster. He diffused it. How do we pile on if he's already making fun of himself?
We'll find a way.
The problem with you walk in the room and you search. You were never able to turn that off. Ever.
No, never.
You kept it going. You haven't played in a locker room for how many years now?
It's been a long time.
It just doesn't turn off.
It doesn't stop, though. You should see the
But
conversation.
aren't we at the age now where we can
Never.
maybe dial it back a little bit?
No,
I'm
not
a
at all.
52-year-old man. I'm going to be 53 in a couple of months.
That's fine.
I'm going to start to remove myself from some of these nasty.
You'd just be an easier target.
Okay. That's fine. You know what? Someone's got to be the mature one on the show.
That's why when I do any sort of Rangers related stuff and I see people and I tell them, oh yeah, I work in the morning show as well. I work with Rick DiPietro, and I get the, oh wow, he's a handful, isn't he?
Really?
I get a lot of those.
a lot of Rick DiPietro's a handful.
And again, Rick hasn't been in the league in over a decade now. It's like
Stay on your toes.
You're a handful.
Yeah, stay on your toes.
You
want to have fun or not?
You're a lot. You're an acquired
RJ
taste.
would
You're
love
a
it.
handful.
RJ would thrive. He'd be in his element. This is fake RJ.
You
He
think
doesn't want
RJ's
to live like
nasty?
this. Yeah, he doesn't want to live like this.
Listen, it's almost like you know what Ben Johnson's been doing? Like for some reason he just hates LaFleur. I don't know why. He does. But it adds spice to life. That's what Rick's talking about. Sometimes you're mostly getting along. Sometimes you just, you ruffle some feathers, you make some random people mad. That's how life goes.
Vinny D sends an email in. I drive a garbage truck from my local town. Rick would have a field day with the job. Be like Thanksgiving dinner for him. What goes on in the back of this truck?
Rick's put on a couple LBs since he took over as the
That's right.
as the garbage man. People throw away nice stuff.
Great stuff.
Great stuff.
Great stuff.
Those trucks though, man. We had that we had the Barbie Dreamer. You ever seen that thing?
Mm-mm.
It was like a Power Wheels, but it was like this big giant.
Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. We had to get rid of it. Thing was dead.
It was gone. Like
So
you
I
put
called,
it out, gone.
No. So we called the garbage man. It didn't work. There was no resuscitating.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
even worth giving it away. It was dead.
Because that'll happen. You put it on the curb and then it's gone.
Someone
10
will take
minutes.
it. Well,
yeah.
we just would have given it to somebody. Hey, kids aren't using this anymore. Do you want it? And it's, dude, I'm not even joking. You've seen the size of this thing.
Huge, yeah.
So we called the garbage company and said, hey, if we put this thing out, can you take it? Like, yeah, no problem. I was like, are you sure? This is big. No problem. We picked this thing up, threw it in the back of that garbage truck, and he pressed the lever. Holy moly, dude.
It wouldn't crush it?
It exploded.
Really?
Oh!
Shrapnel?
That thing was unbelievable.
Really?
How strong that thing is. Whoa.
RJ?
Hi.
I
How you
could throw
doing?
you in that thing.
What?
Squish you all up.
That's so mean.
No, I would never do
I
that
would
to you.
die.
I would never do that to you. Ever. I love you too much.
It's so mean.
I love you more than Raymond loves you right now.
It's possible. Oh, by the way, it just reminded me, Mike Navarra, who's one of the great salespeople here, I had the most troubling conversation with him.
About his
yesterday.
convertible?
No. He's a Jets fan.
Yep.
He asked me if it's okay. Can he give up on the Jets? He'd
No.
like to join the Giants.
Okay, so you can't. He can't be a buddy now.
And I said, no, you can't do that. He
No.
goes, oh, I the Jets were not like, I like the Rangers more. I'm like, no, you can't.
Ugh.
You can't give up.
Why'd you tell me that?
Because I want to bring you into the mix.
I don't want to look at him like that
I said,
now.
you can't
Your
do
estimation
this.
of him as a man just plummeted.
Yeah, he's gone.
He goes, well, why do I have to stay with the Jets? I said, because you chose them. I said, once you make that choice as a little kid of who and what your team is going to be, I'm sorry. You're now dialed in. You're locked in.
If I see him too now rolling around in his convertible Mazda Miata with the Giants jersey on, or so like a Jackson Dart jersey, I'm going to throw up.
He will never be a Giants fan.
Ugh.
In my estimation, never be a Giants fan. Nice guy.
There's a chance you
complete
see him at a
fraud.
Giants game with the Giants jersey on, like in secret, like you don't notice.
That's disgusting.
And then you'll see him, and we'll have to.
I'll never look at him the same ever again. Ever again.
And I can't now.
No.
I wish you
RJ,
didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry.
Sounds like what Mel did to us on Tuesday.
Well, Mel's a fraud, too.
Ugh.
I love Mel, but he's a tremendous fraud.
Stop looking over there, please.
There's things that happen
I
behind
don't
your
like
head.
that. I can't see that way.
Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Mavs host the Warriors tonight in Dallas, 7:30. A game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. So that's nice.
Goalie goal.
Well, Mavs Warriors. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Hey, RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice to hear. You want to get on with the observations, and did it happen in Florida?
I think that could be fun.
Yeah, we need it. We didn't have it last week.
Yeah, we
right,
got-
because it was Harbaugh.
we got
day.
Took the week
Harbaugh.
off. Yeah, 'cause
Right.
God forbid.
And I get people yelling at me that you guys are talking a lot of Harbaugh.
God forbid we talked anything but Harbaugh. That's 4 hours. Just beat you over the head with Harbaugh.
I mean,
God forbid we take a 5-minute break.
First of all, I don't appreciate you and the voices.
Why you do the same thing? You're an RJ's voice that you changed.
Well, I didn't change RJ's voice.
We're
That
pregnant.
We're
pregnant,
guys. All right, no.
Doesn't make it better.
RJ told me. He said, I think we're not going to do... RJ, was it you that said we're not going to do knobs and DIHF, or was it me?
Listen,
It wasn't you.
I was just looking for validation. I thought maybe you would retort with, you know what? It's a great segment. Let's try it. And you were like, no, let's steamroll right over that, baby.
Oh, really? You were looking for me to defend the segments.
Listen, it's like if you were to go to your significant other, how do I look in this? And you were like, not great. Let me tell you. Maybe try something else. That was you with Harbaugh. Yeah, let's push this segment right aside. Who needs it?
We don't need it.
Yeah.
All that hard work you did.
If Ange says to you, how do I look in this? And you think that she's not looking as good as she can.
She always looks great.
You would just be like,
well done, RJ.
This is great.
I
You look
appreciate
amazing.
that.
She always looks amazing.
See, you're the problem with society.
Am I now?
Yes.
Go on.
I think you have to be honest.
How's that work out?
Works out great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your wife can't take it then?
This is what happens when everything.
Is that what we're saying?
Despite how bad your decisions are, they always work out. This is what happens. This is what happens.
So you guys
What's that movie where everything he does just goes right? Is there a movie like that?
No.
It's not the Stallone when he's in the tunnel?
No, it's not the
Daylight, no.
tunnel movie.
No. What's the movie where everything works out? No, I never heard of it.
Me either.
Yeah.
I might have made that.
Made it up. That sounds like a thriller, though.
Dave Rothenberg's life.
He walks down the street, it works out.
Yeah,
He
always.
shows up for work, it works out.
Every
Be a
decision
great
you make.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, at least. That'd
of
be
just
3
everything,
hours.
everything working out.
All the movies are 3 hours now.
You guys, so
I wanted the segment, yes.
Cass.
Yep. Always looks great.
She says to you, how do I look? And even if you don't think so, you look great.
No.
Okay.
I'm not like everything that she, like every outfit
Could you
she
say
puts
like,
on.
hey, I don't love that? Like,
No, I come with a better option. I'm like, why don't we try this? I'm not sure I love that for you.
It's better than what he does.
I'm not sure I love that for you tonight. Let's go with something different.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're not just like, oh, it's amazing. It's as always, you look amazing.
No. Clothes-wise, no. I always think she looks amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel the same. But it's like, if Sherry said, what do you think about this?
I tell her I prefer you with nothing on.
Oh, here we go.
At all.
Yeah, wear that out to the restaurant.
Just your birthday suit.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. All right, RJ, so we see what kind of person
RJ
you
likes
are.
to keep it spicy. How do you think? Do you think this
But that
baby
doesn't
just
keep it
showed
spicy.
up?
That's boring.
You think his baby just showed up?
Well, you want verbal confrontation.
I don't want confrontation.
Yeah, you do. You want to fight Sherry.
I'm a truth teller.
Maybe you're into that stuff.
No. You guys just aren't
Oh,
honest
you guys
with
like
your,
to get mad
with
at each
your
other
wives.
first and then you get wild? Like makeup?
That can be nice.
Listen.
That can be nice. Like RJ.
I think any of it's nice.
She can wear anything. What do you think about me in this Grateful Dead T-shirt that's going out to a nice restaurant?
That's what the kids are wearing.
You look great.
Maybe RJ's into the Grateful Dead look.
I think,
You don't know.
I think it's lovely.
You don't know.
You've never looked like a vision of loveliness more than you do right now.
Wow.
You're unbelievable.
Wow.
You are doing observations?
Now I don't even know.
Okay.
Not even in the mood now.
I mean, I guess do it because we didn't do it last week, but I don't care.
These
Extra tape on their knob, make their knob bigger.
are knobs.
What was your best sport in school?
By far, tennis.
Oh, my God.
Shake
All right.
And this
Can you just put on that Rothenbum guy?
is Knobservations.
That has a nice ring to it. DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Brought to you by D'Agostino Law.
Oh!
That's nice, right?
That's real
Where
nice.
did that come from?
Brought to you right by
Wow.
D'Agostino Law.
Not an observation going to bite back.
Wow.
RJ,
D'Agostino
RJ,
was at the game last night.
RJ, do not come in here and try to fix his mouse again for him, please.
Yeah, you will
The man is Can you hear him clicking as you're talking? He's abusing that poor thing. I've never seen anything like it.
That's a typical show for him, though. You always hear it. You always
He's
hear
smashing the hell out
it.
of that
There.
thing.
It's just one
That
of those
mouse
things.
doesn't deserve to be treated like
it's,
that.
It's background noise at this point.
Wait.
Sorry,
Have some
sorry,
respect
guys.
for that
Sorry,
thing.
guys.
You know who he tailors his game after?
You just go click, 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 click on the delete button.
Yes.
That's right.
Jordan.
So, that's right. So, Terry Pagula.
Everyone needs a Jordan in their life.
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs a
I don't
Jordan.
know about that.
So, Terry Pagula, we talked around this, and it's about time we play the audio, and then we'll react to it. So, this is Terry Pagula jumping in, defending General Manager Brandon Beane on Keon Coleman after the dismissal of one Sean McDermott.
The fact that you have not given Josh a good enough wide receiver room.
Yeah, can I interrupt? I'll address the Keon situation. The
please.
coaching staff pushed to draft Keon. I'm not saying Brandon wouldn't have drafted him, but he wasn't his next choice. That was Brandon being a team player and taking advice of his coaching staff, who felt strongly about
the player. He's taken, for some reason, heat over it and not saying a word about it, but I'm here to tell you the true story.
Yeah, now we got truth.
Well, first of all, that's a lie.
Oh, God, is that
that's cringeworthy? That's also a lie. Because you saw
the video of Brandon Bean going gaga over Keon Coleman.
Yeah,
he ran a bad 40 time. He'll be available for us
Right,
later.
but there's also a reason why Brandon Bean's not saying anything. Like, there's a reason why he's not telling everybody. That I don't really want this guy anyway.
What's he going to say? Well, actually, Terry, he's not going to do that.
No, but he's not. But he's like, I don't know why Brandon just he doesn't say anything, or he's just taking it, because that's what he's supposed to do. Not supposed to throw his coach under the bus. He's probably, if he wants to trade the guy, he's not going to tell him when he doesn't want him.
Hey, can I interrupt here for a moment? You think Brandon Bean was like,
yeah. Did you see him grab his water bottle? He's like, what's this guy going to say?
Yeah, of course.
That was, like I said, we make fun of the Sabres a lot, rightfully so. And a lot of people probably roll their eyes like they can't be as bad as the Jets. Terry Pegula owns the Sabres and the Bills. He's part of the reason the Sabres are still in Buffalo, so I'll give him credit for that. But that was Sabres Terry right there that you saw. And he just kind of poked his head out. Gave the Bills fans a little peek at what's still going on.
Just a little glimpse?
Yeah. Little glimpse into Twitter. Very active.
He also said he fired him based on the game in Denver.
Yeah,
that's right.
He knew. He walked through the locker room and Josh was sad. The players were sad.
You know what's amazing, though, is that's the perfect example of, you heard Bisciotti talk, and he was like, no. This is not because we missed the kick.
Mm-hmm.
This was something that we put a lot of thought into, and he went over the reasons.
Well, what did I say? Would John Harbaugh still be here if the kick was
right?
One more week.
For one more week.
This guy, I just walked in and he was crying. There's just the one game.
Well, yeah, here was Terry.
My decision to bring in a new coach was based on the results of our game in Denver. I want to take you in the locker room after that game. I looked around. First thing I noticed was our quarterback with his head down, crying. I looked at all the other players. I looked at their faces and our coaches. I walked over to Josh. He didn't even acknowledge I was there. First thing I said to him, I said, that was a catch. We all know what I'm talking about. He didn't acknowledge me. He just sat there sobbing. He was listless. He had given everything he had to try to win that game. And looking around, so did all the other players on the team. I saw the pain in Josh's face at his presser, and I felt his pain. I know we can do better, and I know we will get better.
That'll rally the troops.
That is cringe.
Now, if during the same sentence is, then I walked into the coach's office, and Sean McDermott had a big smile on his face, like nothing happened, I could understand it.
They were all.
Everyone was devastated.
Of course, it was a devastating loss.
That was a catch,
right? And but wouldn't you also on the other side of it, I would say too, it's like if you walk through the locker room and you see that every single player to a man is heartbroken by this loss and looks like they gave absolutely every ounce of energy that they had to try to win this game, wouldn't that be on the positive side of the coaching staff?
When they cared so much that they were all brought to tears,
right? Like they didn't
show.
I can understand if it looked like they didn't show up, like if it looked like the Dallas game against Green Bay. They didn't look like they were prepared. Like, that's a strike against the coach. Like, you got to get the guys ready to play.
They were right there.
Yep.
Right there.
He stood up for Buffalo, okay? Stood up.
He must have known.
Enjoyment in the
I'm annoyed. I'm not getting enjoyment. I'm annoyed by that. I'm annoyed by their whole stance on the catch. That's what bothers me.
They think it was a catch.
I mean,
you think that Des Bryant was a catch?
Yeah, what else?
By the rule, it wasn't a catch, though. I know that.
Oh, you for years you would say that was a catch.
No, for years I say it should be a catch, but I know that by the rule book it was not a catch. Just like this was, Brandon Cooks was not a catch.
It was close to a catch, Ray. I can understand.
Was very close. It was very close.
Of everything he said, for you to attack him for how could you say it was a catch? It was right. If that was your team, you would have thought it was a catch.
The inability by a lot of people to understand the NFL rule book is what's bothering.
Well, you know who else?
The
problem
is the NFL rule book.
It's bothering somebody else. That'd be one Joe Burrow, because he tweeted. And Joe Burrow never tweets. He tweets once a year. So the amount of people that don't understand what a catch in the rule book is flabbergasts me. It's not the officials. The two plays yesterday were not difficult calls, and they got them both right.
The other one was the Bills one, where the knee was down.
Or was the Rams one?
The Rams. It was the Rams.
Devontae Adams.
Right.
The problem is the catch rule, period. Like, even just take those two out of it. Just in general, when you watch a play on the field where it's like he catches the ball, he turns, he takes two steps, but I think at the third foot, third step, it's like, come on, man, that's like he caught the ball.
The truth is, I don't think people really understand what a catch is, and that's a real problem.
Or like the one on the sideline where you catch, like if you catch it as you're going like forward like this and drag your toes, it's a catch. But if you go down and have both toes down and your heels don't get down, it's not a catch.
If both your toes are down, your heels are not down. That's
if you get both toes down and your heel comes down
if I come in and I'm catching it as I'm diving out of bounds,
right,
and my two toes drag across the ground, that's 2 feet. If I catch it like with my back turned to the sideline and my toes come down, and then as I'm stepping down for my full foot, my heel hits the sideline, it's not a catch.
Correct.
Which is ridiculous.
It's weird.
That's what they consider it. Again, I don't think anybody knows what is or is not a catch.
Another tweet is from Baker Mayfield. So a reporter tweeted,
"The Orlando Ledbetter."
Yeah, about Kevin Stefanski and his time in Cleveland. Said Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts, and then had a link to his article. Baker Mayfield found that, quote tweeted it, and said, "Failed is quite the reach, pal. Still waiting on a text or a call from him," being Kevin Stefanski, "after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage.
This is years ago, by the way.
Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach." That'll be fun.
I mean, the Steve Wilkes thing.
Joe Thomas responded to that, too.
Joe Thomas was none too happy with Baker Mayfield.
Said it works both ways.
Yeah.
The phone works both ways there, buddy.
The Steve Wilkes thing should show you Baker Mayfield holds grudges.
Right, of course he does. We all do.
Obviously. Yeah,
we all
do. There's holding grudges, and then years later bringing them back into the public light.
Well, it tells you how Baker got to where he is, though. Walk-on player, Heisman.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Right, but in theory, the Joe Thomas part of this, if I felt like you treated me like garbage, why would I call you? Like, hey, thanks for getting rid of me? What would this? Or just would you ask the question? Hey, like, why'd you get rid of me? Would you do that?
Yeah,
No.
his exact tweet was, "I could be wrong, but I've heard communication's a two-way street."
Yeah, but Joe Thomas was like the most beloved player over the last
he's probably
50
the best,
years.
He's probably the best Cleveland Brown, at least definitely the last 50 years.
Right.
Definitely
Jim
the last
Brown.
50 years. But,
Right.
Yep. Alrighty, so look forward to that. There's a quarterback that is...
It wasn't awkward at all.
Wow.
It's meant to be a jestful transition.
Jestful?
Yeah, funny.
Okay. I never heard the word. I'm sorry. I'm learning.
You know what?
That's the beauty of you guys.
So
let's move on and be jestful, okay?
Chris Russo.
Oh, this is.
I love this.
I think all three of you sent this to me at different.
The amazing thing about this is there are times when you say, "Man, that's a tough name to pronounce."
Yeah.
This name's not tough to pronounce even a little bit.
No.
Go ahead, RJ.
Well.
But do you have confidence in Peyton getting the most out of the quarterback in this ball game here? Stick him in this game on Sunday afternoon.
Jared Stickham.
Where did he get that? Stickham.
He repeated it.
Right. Well, you could tell there was trouble.
Yeah.
Because he started when the
But do you have
quarterback.
confidence in Peyton getting the most out of the quarterback in this ball game here? Stick him in this game on Sunday afternoon.
I love how he says stick him, and then he's like, no, let me try it again, and says the same exact thing once again.
At least when you knew it wasn't Joel Pinheiro, you pivoted to Eddie Pinheiro.
Right. Freddie
Pinheiro.
Freddie, yeah. It is Eddie, right?
And then recognize, I don't
he
know
can
his
make
name.
every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is.
Jackson Smith,
I don't know his name.
The kid from Ohio State, he caught 12 more.
I think that's the appropriate pivot. Where you go off.
You
off
just
the
start
head.
yelling.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. That might be the greatest drop in the history of the
You
show.
love that one?
Oh, my God.
Well, why was I so angry? What happened that I was so... Oh, because the Giants won?
The Giants can't make a kick.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
I'm back.
Play that one more time, Ray. Play that one more time for me, please.
The Pinheiro?
Yeah, please. I love
Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. I don't know his name.
The free agent. Hope we bring him back.
Oh, my God.
that might be the first T-shirt. That might be the Dave
That's the
Rothenberg
t-shirt?
initial T-shirt. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. It's Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Pinheiro.
You went with Freddie.
Freddie. Well, was there never a Freddie?
Freddie.
You went pitcher first.
Joel was the pitcher, right?
Tell you
There
what,
was Joel Pinheiro.
Jared Stickham was just on TV. Nice head of hair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Sean Payton likes Stidham.
I liked him a lot. Yeah.
I think Sean Payton likes Sean Payton.
Sean Payton loves Sean
He
Payton.
feels he could take the jugs machine out there and go get a few first downs.
He's done well with his quarterbacks.
Do you think Sean Payton was happy when he found out that Kevin James was playing him in the movie?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Would you ever equate, hey, who would, like the casting director, who should we get to play Sean Payton? I got it.
Yeah.
Kevin James.
Well, I can't imagine, like, people always ask you the question, like, if they had a movie about you, who would play you? I'm sure that Sean Payton was like, him.
Kevin James.
I'd go with Kevin James.
It's weird because I still think of Sean Payton as the young offensive coordinator who got his play calling taken from him by Jim Fossil.
Yeah.
And the Giants went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but then he was good with the Cowboys.
And he was good with the Cowboys.
So,
got the Saints job. Yep.
Talking about quarterbacks here, and there's someone out there who still has not forgiven his former quarterback. Not going to play guessing him because it's kind of random. Pac-Man Jones was on Julian Edelman's podcast, Games with Names. And while he was in Cincinnati, the predominant quarterback there.
Red Rifle.
The Red Rifle. Pac-Man, not a fan.
Chargers.
This is a good football team.
Yeah.
You look at this roster.
There's one thing that's on there that f***ed us up.
One thing?
What do you think, Wills?
Let me see.
Quarterback.
Hey. The Red Rifle.
Red Rifle. Could not take the pressure, bro.
He looked good in the regular season, though.
Yeah, he did. When that pressure get on him.
He always had good numbers.
Look at the receivers he had. Even 14, when Andy got hurt, we should have just stuck with McCarron. Shouldn't have never went back to Andy.
Halftime, what are you guys thinking? Just keep it close?
Andy, don't the game up. Please, Andy.
This year's Bengals team, like, the offense is putting up crazy numbers, but how many games did they lose from the defense? Like, does that start to, like, eat at the locker room?
I haven't been in a situation really like that.
I have, with Andy.
Does it eat the locker room apart?
I ain't gonna say eat apart, but we in them like, God, can you just not turn the ball over?
He doesn't like him.
Why? Why is that so necessary? That's how many years ago is this?
12.
He again, grudges. Carrying grudges.
Yeah. It's not like Pac-Man Jones was Deion Sanders either.
He had a lot of potential.
He had a moment.
He wasn't a bad player.
He had
but
a good, like,
This is
5-year
what
run.
we live with, though. This is what, I mean, this is...
When he was in Dallas, he had to have a handler on him 24/7.
Really?
They had a guy who would follow him around to make sure that he wouldn't do stuff to end up in jail.
Not great. You speak of grudges. So this is it's a
You
little
hold
older.
grudges?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
He's a grudge holder. I can
Yeah, I
tell.
can.
Yeah.
I can. It's a slow burn to ungrudge.
So, like, are there grudges that you still hold from years ago that you would like to remedy that?
If opportunity presents itself,
You would.
But once you kind of go into that box, I don't really go out of my way to fix it. It just is what it is. Can't be liked by everybody.
I feel like on this show, you are probably the number one grudge holder.
Might be right.
Yeah.
Could be accurate. Speak of grudges.
Yeah.
That
was a jestful transition.
That was
very,
nice.
very jestful.
Might be a made up word.
I don't think so. I looked it up. It seems like it might.
Did I use it correctly?
Correctly, I don't know. Jestful meaning.
Full of jesting, playful.
Full of jesting,
Oh.
joking, or playful teasing.
There you go.
Or inclined to joke or make
So,
fun.
There you go. There's a teenager in Philadelphia. Did you see this on their ABC affiliate there?
Mhm.
And he went to the loss to the Niners, and a news crew caught him coming out of the game, and he wasn't happy.
This was a huge letdown. This was my Christmas present, and I got a loss.
Oh, no. You probably would have rather had Cole, huh?
Yeah, probably. I'm feeling two of two things. A, I want A.J. Brown packing his bags, and I want him somewhere else that is not here. I love you, A.J., but, like, you can't make those drops in that game. And I also want Kevin Patullo flipping burgers at, like, the local McDonald's or something. I don't care. Whenever he's an offensive coordinator, it's like he's flipping burgers. One half he's cooking, and the other half is completely raw.
Salient points by the
That
kid.
guy will be hosting Sports Talk Radio in Philly soon. Fit
He's
right
got
in.
a career.
Yeah.
Spike Eskin's calling him right now.
It's possible.
Strong, very strong. Also, did you catch this yesterday with, before we get to Bo Bichette, Ray tipped me off to this before the national championship game. Carson Beck, just because I think this is funny, was asked by someone who's, I don't know why they want to know this, but they want to know how he's balancing being a student athlete ahead of the national championship.
Did you have class yesterday? If so, what class? What has it been like being you as a student this week, particularly yesterday?
No class. I graduated 2 years ago.
I respect the honesty.
Oh, my God.
I don't do class. I'm Carson Beck.
They have to be enrolled in some sort of
What
class.
does he do?
I think he's listed as a grad student or something.
Yeah, but to just...
A grad what?
Grad student, yeah.
So what would a grad student
Take
do?
class.
I don't know.
Right.
To just...
Maybe grad assistant. I don't know.
He's a coach?
I don't know how it works. Something is broken here, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell
I
you.
think you're probably right
To
about
just
that.
put it out there, yeah, I don't do class, whatever. You mentioned Coach Dave. Before we get to Bo, Gino Auriemma. I think Ray found this
also broken.
He was.
I like him a lot.
This is great.
He after a victory was up at the podium, and I guess they brought pizza in, for the players and the staff and the coaches. And Gino had a slice, and he wasn't happy.
Pizza capital of the world, my ass. Just commenting on the pizza that they bring to our locker room. Poured some red stuff on the box and called it pizza. Don't believe those signs, Mel, when you come into Connecticut, pizza capital of the world.
I love it.
Probably not going to get pizza from that.
That's not great.
Anytime soon.
But I hear a lot of that from people in Connecticut. It's very pretentious. Oh, this is actually the pizza capital of the world. Why?
Well, New Haven's delicious.
Is it now?
Well, because they got Sally's, they got Pepe's, and they got Modern. And it depends on which one you like.
So, Bo Bichette.
I think it's $27 for a cheese pizza at Sally's now.
What? 27?
What? It's $27.
No.
That's a lot of
money.
money.
Look it up.
$27?
$27.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot. Bo Bichette yesterday.
That's not even a bargain. Like you figure I could feed a family of like sometimes 4 with a pizza. That's not even a bargain anymore.
I'd say most places, in near me in Brooklyn, take pride. Cheese, regular slice or pie, maybe $22 ish, 23. You up to 27.
27 is a lot.
Going the wrong way, yeah.
And how much do you think a pizza costs to make? It's nothing.
No. See the lines.
Yeah.
You can barely get on the phone.
It's delicious.
It's delicious. You can barely get on the phone. Yeah, large, that's $25.50.
Yeah. So tax?
Yeah,
You're at
tax
27?
tip. Yeah.
Yep.
You get the Calabrian Stinger. That's $32.
I don't even know what that means.
What's in that?
Yeah, what's in
It's got
that?
pepperonis on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
$5?
That's it?
$6
That's it?
extra
It's got
pepperoni?
it's got salami, red onion, diced sweet and hot peppers, hot honey.
Ooh, hot honey.
There you go.
All right.
So, Bo Bichette, up there minding his own business. This is before we got Freddy Peralta. And he's at the dais, and he's asked about, I believe this is Joel Sherman, I think. Or it could have been John Heyman, one of them. And
they're all the same to you, aren't
Sherman.
he was asked about, did you catch this? About this being because he has the opt-out, despite it being a 3-year deal, about the probability of it just being a 1-year deal with the Mets.
You have a very favorable opt-out option in there, and you're obviously got youth on your side I guess you're almost 28, going to be 28. Should anybody look at this as a potential 1-year deal? How are you looking at this?
John, thanks for your question. Good afternoon, everybody.
That was his agent that jumped in.
He wouldn't
Did
answer.
not answer.
Wow.
Did not answer.
Thanks for your question.
I think the Mets either feel like they know something with what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, the Yankees put into, you see Bellinger's contract? They have the provision about if there's a lockout.
Right. So I just think, or there's just such uncertainty. It's like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I still don't hate it for you guys, regardless of how it turns out. If it turns out to be a 1-year deal.
Well, if he opts out, that means that he's had a hell of a season.
Yeah.
So let the chips fall where they may.
You guys pivoted at some point. I don't know what the original plan was. Maybe there wasn't one. The plan B was clearly just go get a bunch of good baseball players and we'll figure it out.
Okay. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The guy's an elite offensive player, and he's a really good clubhouse guy.
And we'll get a chance to see how he plays third base.
Right. Just be average at third. The thing is, Beatty's a really good third baseman.
Well, you won't be there very often.
Unless Bichette's so awful.
Well, that'd be a
That he
problem.
can't matter. Third.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah, we shall see. I also want to play this real quick. So this is from a couple of weeks back. Dave, you're familiar with Will Wade?
Will Wade, the college basketball coach at NC State,
Did
formerly Virginia Commonwealth and LSU.
That's
nice.
Good job.
Thank you.
So, do you have Ben Simmons at LSU?
Where is Danny with the Starbucks?
You'll never see Danny again.
Oh, you got lost? You got conned.
You see that? He's saying, let's go Giants. Navarra.
He's not. Kick him out. Get him out of the office.
So,
I don't need that.
Will Wade.
You think did you give Danny your credit card? No.
No, it's online.
Oh.
Good on Danny, though. He played the game.
He's probably sitting in Ray's Jeep.
Maybe.
You think it was
took
Danny?
Ray's keys.
I'll be right back.
Eating Ray's roll.
Will Wade had a rant after a game a couple of weeks ago. This is, I believe, after a win, too.
Hearing about frickin' Darian. He's playing well.
It was.
All right? It's a terrible question. It's a terrible question. Let me be frank with you. He affects winning. And everybody's out here about him and all this stuff. He affects winning. He was plus 13 against Ole Miss and didn't hit a shot. And everybody's acting like the world's caving in. The guy's a damn good player. He didn't shoot it well today. What did he have? Who had 0 turnovers for us today? Darian Williams. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. So everybody needs to shut the hell up about him. He's a damn good player. The shot's gonna fall. Tired of answering questions about him. He's really good. We're thankful to have him. Next question.
Love it.
The last part's the best part. That's the Observations brought to you by DiAgostino Law. 35 years of getting accident victims and Social Security disability clients every dollar they deserve. Offices in New York and New Jersey. 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-248-3222. DiAgostino Law. Bite back. Raymond.
The investigation found he was viewing pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash.
Did it happen?
What in your mind makes you think that you should get into the back of a cop car? Because we wanted to ride to the next car.
In Florida?
Do I look like a taxi? No.
Did It Happen in Florida? Brought to you by Wild Fork Foods. So this from Chris. Been hanging on to this.
Who's Chris?
A friend of mine on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Could I make a quick suggestion?
I like suggestions.
If I'm D'Agostino, don't you think that I would feel better about this if RJ was to sing the jingle at the end?
D'Agostino was
if
at
I'm
the game last
D'Agostino,
night.
the only way I sign on for Knobservations, if in fact RJ does sing the jingle.
RJ
so
does
you know
the
what,
jingle?
RJ?
Wow.
Let's remedy the mistake.
Well, it's proprietary, so we need the green light. But if he does give the green light, you know what? We'll do it.
Sing the jingle.
It's proprietary.
Sing the
No,
sing it.
he's
no. Ask for forgiveness later.
No.
Sing the damn jingle.
He's a litigious man.
I saw D'Agostino at the game last night. He doesn't say anything. He just walks in the room and he does the jingle. It's
No way.
fantastic.
He walked into
he
the
didn't.
room and he was like, does he sing it or does he hum
No,
it?
he sang the. You
see what I mean?
Almost like a calling card?
Yes.
Like, guess who's
Yes.
here?
That's
D'Agostino.
That's right.
I think there's a good chance he's like, I don't want,
He's all into the brand.
you
I
don't,
love it.
Yeah, you don't get to do my jingle unless I give you the green light to do the jingle. Otherwise, summons right on your.
But
right
if
on your
he
desk.
says no, then you can never do it. At least now, before he says no, you could do the jingle.
I feel like there's some kind of lawsuit pending if I do that.
You're unbelievable.
Anyway, from Chris.
Who's Chris?
Hey, listen, if you do it one time, at most you get a cease and desist. I
Right.
think you'll be fine.
Yeah, come on. Jingle.
I can't do it right now.
Just had
So-
an Astroglide commercial on. Never seen that.
So
What?
over the holidays, you've seen the Salvation Army bell ringing people?
Never.
Never?
Of course.
Okay. So at some point, one of the people that were doing the fine ringing showed up to work under the influence.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I think it's a volunteer. I don't think it's work. So they showed up to their volunteer. And at some point, they were confronted by someone that works at the store. I believe.
So this was inside the store.
So so they're right outside.
Okay.
I can't tell you the store. Thought about it. Upon further review, I'm not going to do it. So
Why can't we know the store?
it gives a little too much away. So this person, the employee, comes out and says, listen, sir, I think that you're not under the rightful mind to be doing this. Perhaps
To be just ringing a bell?
well, they're under the influence.
Okay.
So perhaps it's time we make a change. And they want to go to the bench.
So they call the closer.
Problem is, this person, they don't want to leave their post. They're here to volunteer for a couple hours, and they're going to see it through. Things got so contentious at one point. You know how the donation bin is on like a tripod?
Mm-hmm.
Person took off the money portion of it.
No.
Took the tripod and was chasing around the employee around the parking lot.
Around the parking lot?
Trying to impale them.
I thought that an assault was committed here.
They tried.
An attempt at assault.
They tried. And it became violent because he tried to impale the manager with the donation kettle tripod. The manager was not hurt, but police were called and the man was arrested. Did it happen in Florida?
Nothing puts you in the Christmas spirit quite like
An impaling?
Yeah. Did it happen in Florida? Maybe.
Okay.
Very possible.
Sure, it's possible.
What are you watching?
I'm not. I didn't
Turn off your
I didn't do
phone.
anything.
It's still got. Do you hear his phone?
Is it stuff that's unbecoming
I'm
of
just
the
shutting
workplace?
I don't know what
He's
happened.
watching videos.
I was not watching anything.
Type of videos.
I was
Rick?
responding to a text message.
I hope Danny runs up your card for
Danny's here, by the way.
$300.
Danny's he's holding the coffee right
He's waiting
behind
for a break. I was responding to text messages, and then it started playing
All right.
stuff.
So And you won't tell us, was it a Publix?
Could be.
Well, that's
See,
Florida
that's
all
what
over.
that's what I was thinking. But
could not be.
So you know what? Here's
he could
the thing.
he could be throwing you off the trail though.
It's true.
I think Publix.
Okay.
He says Publix. Now we know he made sure to not say Publix. Florida.
Or is the whole thing a setup? Did you fall right into the trap?
No.
All right.
Nope.
I'm going to tell you this because I feel like I have to.
Okay. You know the story?
Don't know the story. Got a text message from Cassie, who's from Florida, and her initial thought was, yes, this is definitely Florida. Gonna stick with her.
So you're getting help.
Oh, she likes to participate
In the segment, you're getting help.
I'm not trying. I didn't ask for help.
Whatever.
She just reached out.
Well, if you didn't have your phone at the ready all the time.
Listen, it's the Floridian. It's me. It tingle. She got the Florida tingle. Florida.
Yep.
So everything screams Florida about it, right?
Unless
only
he's
thing
being
that gives you
diabolical.
pause is that RJ could possibly be being diabolical and trying to throw you off the scent. But the fact that Dave went Florida and you've got the support from Cassie to say that it's Florida, I may as well jump right on board and say it's Florida. But it feels so Florida.
It has to be Florida. And I'm going to go one further. I think it's a Publix.
If it's a Publix.
But Dave's honed in. He's sitting dead red on the fastball. And Dave smashed it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Publix, Stewart, Florida. Well done, Dave.
Well done, Dave.
Where is
Publix.
Stewart, Florida? I didn't even heard of that.
Hang on.
That is Did It Happen in Florida? Presented by Wild Fork, your number one choice for meat and seafood. Good job.
Stewart, Palm City near Ocean Breeze. It's
None of these.
It's on the Atlantic coast. It's on the Atlantic.
I think it's a nice town.
North of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's a nice town.
All right, nice.
You
love
find
Publix.
a nice
Publix
Publix
is
in
great.
I love it.
It
in
is
Stewart,
great.
Florida.
Let's take a break. Tim Hasselbeck will join us on the other side. Right, we'll get into all things NFL with Tim. We'll do it next right here on ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on those roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Pizza capital of the world. Pizza capital of the world.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Hey, heading out through Connecticut right now. We are seeing delays on the southbound side of 95. Stop-and-go traffic getting down past Darien and getting down in through the area of Stamford. Watch for slowdowns inbound George Washington Bridge an hour. Lincoln 30, Holland still 45. Eastbound Gowanus heavy traffic getting up and out toward Fort Hamilton Parkway. Thruway southbound exit 13, a collision on the shoulder. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. If you're able to take advantage of midweek skiing, this is the time to do it Thursday and Friday. Nice pack powder conditions, virtually every trail open, a little fresh snow in spots to go with snow we got last weekend. Thursday and Friday weather a bit more comfortable than the weekend. Camelback, Pennsylvania, Mountain Creek, New Jersey, they're both 100% skiing, riding, and tubing day and night. 60th anniversary celebration for Mountain Creek this weekend. Mount Peter on 10-pack powder slopes day and night. Butternut in the Berkshires, 21-pack powder trails plus their snow tubing park. Gore Mountain with 27 miles in the Adirondacks. Whiteface 22 miles, both with pack powder and loose and frozen granular. They both ride warm gondolas. So does Stratton on 85 trails in Vermont and Killington with 70 miles.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Show your team spirit and say big only at Security Dodge during the Start Something New sales event. For a limited time, score an extra $500 off on top of all rebates and new incentives, just for coming in and wearing your favorite team's jersey or swag. High school, college, or pro, football, basketball, hockey, and every sport in between. It's easy to win big at Security Dodge in Amityville. Visit us today or shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Guess who's back? Back again. Hasselbeck. Tell a friend. Hasselbeck.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We bring him in, shifted him back to his normal Thursday appearance. He is the one and the only Tim Hasselbeck. Good morning, Tim. How you doing?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
We're doing really, really well. So let's get into these conference championship games. We haven't really spent a lot of time on this show talking about Jarrett Stidham. I mean, it's hard to envision he's going to play a good football game, no matter what kind of player he even is. But like, this is a brutal scenario for the Broncos. Like, how do you go into this game having any positivity that you can win this game?
I mean, it's so unknown that you have to express optimism. I mean, that's really what you have to do, because it is a brutal spot. You know, anybody that wants to look at, you know, guys have done this in the past, Nick Foles, Jeff Hostetler, you know, Tom Brady for that, you know, matter, like all of those things, like it's not the same. This is a guy that basically has played no meaningful snaps, you know, in any recent, you know, football games. And now he's going to be thrown into a championship game where things are just going to be moving fast. It's playoff football. It's moving fast. And so, you know, the expectation for somebody to play great, even if they are a great player, it's just, I don't think it's realistic. So now, look, I don't think that means that you can't win a football game in that environment, because, look, we've all seen it where, you know, a quarterback doesn't play great, but his team still finds a way to win because, you know, the defense comes up with some turnovers, you know, the ball is shaped funny, it bounces your way a few times, and things like that can happen. But, you know, to say like, hey, we know he's a good player, he's been preparing, we expect him to play really well in this environment, like I don't think I don't think that can actually be true.
Now, but even if it was, say, you know, Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, right, and he's the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos, what you've seen so far from the Patriots, and I know some of that was probably C.J. Stroud because you saw it against Pittsburgh, but, I mean, you heard Chargers players talking about what the Patriots defense did. You saw what they did to Houston in that offense. Like, I mean, the Patriots, the way they're playing, do you still, like, break down this game for me a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Patriots are really good. I think Drake May's an unbelievable player, and I think that he's played poorly in his last two outings. Like, generally speaking, I don't think he's, played great football the last, against the Chargers and then last week against Houston. So, the fact that they are winning games with the quarterback putting the ball on the ground and not playing his best, I think it goes to show you how good of a team, they can be. And a lot of it is because they're so good up front. So, when they got Milton Williams back, I don't know that it necessarily made huge news because he's an interior defensive lineman, but, a lot of people that believe he's their best player. And so they're good defensively, and they've been running the football well. And then when the quarterback is on, I mean, just think about it, it's basically the MVP is up between Matthew Stafford and Drake May. Like, when he's on, he's unbelievable. So, I think that's a big factor. Had Bo Nix been healthy, I do think going to Denver and playing in that environment would have been tough against that defense. I think Nix is a streaky player. When he gets hot, it's hard to defend him. And then, his ability as a runner is, I think a little bit undersold. And so that was going to be a tough matchup. You take the running away from Denver now with Stidham as the quarterback. Then you're going to ask him to play well from inside the pocket. I just think it's a really, really tough ask.
If Drake May plays well, because you said he hasn't played, in your mind, really well in the first two games. If Drake May plays well, can Denver win this game?
No, I don't think so. Because I think if Drake May plays well, then I think we'll see balance in the in the run game, because you can run it on Denver. And so I think that if May plays well, I would expect New England to be close to scoring 30 points. And so I don't see that happening with Jarrett Stidham as the quarterback, for the Broncos.
Was it a catch or no? And are you shocked at all with what's going on in Buffalo right now?
I think that in terms of it being a catch, here's what I would say. I think the way the rule is written, it's not a catch with the way the rule is written. But I think that the way very similar plays have been officiated this year, last year, things like that, I think the officiating has been inconsistent on how that was ruled. I don't know if you guys would agree with me on that, but like it just feels like, sometimes it's like, all right, the second a guy, is making any contact with the football, we're declaring that as secure possession. So, like, I'm even talking about a play on the sideline where, the guy's right foot is still on the ground as his, hands are touching the football, and then his left one comes down and say, yep, 2 feet in, that's a catch. Like that. So, like, I just think that how we're deciding someone has possession is all over the map in terms of consistency. And so that's the part of it for me that just feels weird, right? And then, am I surprised by it? I don't want to say, look, Andy Reid got fired in Philadelphia. Guys, good coaches, get let go. Sometimes people just think that you need a fresh start. And so I can't say like I'm completely shocked, but that doesn't mean they're going to get better with their next head coach. And I certainly think that Sean McDermott going somewhere would, give them the ability to potentially be a lot better.
All right, let's flip to the NFC quickly. He wasn't asked to do a lot. He was fine. We thought he might not play. Then he goes 12 for 17. He didn't need to do a lot. He didn't make any mistakes. Fine. NFC Championship game now. Do you trust Sam Darnold?
I'm concerned. I think he's got 6 interceptions in the 2 games against the Rams this year. And, there's that Peyton Manning quote, like every interception tells its own story and all that stuff. But I don't care who you are. You go into a game for a third time against an opponent in a season, and you've turned the ball over 6 times against them. That makes you uneasy. I don't care who you are. I mean, I maybe never played goalie in hockey, but I would guess that it could feel a similar way going into a game and being it doesn't mean you can't play well, but I just think mentally that's a hard thing. So do I trust him? I think he's a really good football player. I think he's the type of player he is. I think is way more Vikings and Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold, then Jets and Carolina, Sam Darnold. But I also believe that he's going to need his defense to play really well. I don't think they want to be in an environment where he's throwing the football 30 times in this game in order for them to have success.
So who do you think wins? Do you think it's going to be the Rams or do you think it's going to be Seattle?
I'm going to say Seattle because I think their defense is that good. I do think even with Charbonnet out that Seattle will have success running the football. The part for me, and I think this is the bad draw for Seattle that just makes me nervous, is that I think in order to beat Seattle, you're going to need a quarterback that's amazing pre-snap, that can kind of play above the X's and O's when the defensive call gets you, but you need to make a play, and the Rams have that. Like, I don't think that would have been the case, if it were Chicago. So, I'm going to say Seattle because I think that environment is brutal. I think their defense is that good. I do believe that Sam can play well. But that game, obviously, probably like most guys, that makes me, much more uneasy in terms of trying to pick the outcome.
Does something feel off to the Rams with you? I've watched them for a week. The Panthers game, they almost lost. Last week, they just abandoned the run. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but it just feels like something's a tad off with them.
I think you're right about that. It's like even like Devontae Adams. You look at it and you're like, man, wow, 14 touchdowns, amazing. Guys just so hard to defend. And then you look at the touchdowns and you're like, a bunch of these plays from inside the one, they're or inside the five. You could, the rushing numbers would look drastically different. And it's so I agree with you on that. There's something where it's I don't know that you love everything about them. But I do think the great equalizer in it is, just think about it. Matthew Stafford at his age, missing training camp and all the stuff, I think a lot of people believe he'll be the MVP. To have the year that he's had, and I think what's wild about Stafford is he's so good pre-snap, and then he's incredible post-snap. And I think when you have a quarterback that can do that, it's kind of an eraser, a great equalizer in terms of, fixing any type of imbalance that you would have in the matchup when that guy plays great.
Last one for me. Do you feel like we've gone a little bit too far? You watched it, Ben Johnson 2 weeks in a row. It was almost like he was trying to lose the Green Bay game. Somehow in the second half they find a way to come back. But every fourth down, not taking points.
Yeah.
Have we gone too far with that now?
I think we have. And I'll say this, and this is not a shot at ESPN Analytics does a lot of this stuff with next-gen stats. And, I did this alternate broadcast a few weeks ago where, it was heavy with the next-gen stats and analytics and do you go for it on fourth down. And my general feeling is, it feels like literally what you're saying. Every fourth down, it's yep, this is a go. If it's 4th and 5 or less, this is a go. This is a go. And to me, points are valuable. Points are hard to come by. And there's also just kind of a mental aspect to it where I think the pendulum has swung incredibly far on this, incredibly far. And I do think now that we're going to be collecting this data on this stuff, I do think we're going to go back and look at some of this and be yeah, actually, no. If you just kept kicking field goals and you looked up and that was 9 more points in the game, that would have been very different. Would have been very, very different. And I think a similar thing, Rick, on the aggressiveness at the end of halves. Look at Buffalo. If Buffalo isn't so aggressive, I think with no timeouts at the end of a half, they maybe don't just hand over 3 points.
Yeah, I totally
It drives
agree.
us crazy.
It drives me nuts every week. I'm I can't believe, actually, it feels like it's malpractice the way Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson do it.
You look at some of the success from Tomlin. Tomlin, I forget what game that was, just kicking the field goals. I think it was the first playoff game, that wild card weekend, wasn't it? Where he just was kicking the field goals, and turns out, it ended up working. Was that that weekend?
No, they lost. It might have been the Ravens game.
No, it was week 18. It was week 18.
The Ravens game.
Yeah. It was week 18. That's what it was.
All right.
So it was they just were kicking the field goals.
Yep. All right, listen, great stuff as always. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll gear up for the Super Bowl after that. But we appreciate it.
All right.
Thank
Sounds
you.
Good. See you, fellas.
Yep. That, of course,
We got the
Tim
beanpot
Hasselbeck.
coming up, too.
The bean pot? That's going to be dangerous between the two of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's break. Come back. We got Giants and Jets to get into, stories on both sides. We will do that. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we got some Jets and Giants stuff to get into, and then we'll break, come back, get to the baseball. But we have a lot to still do today.
Let's make sure we focus on the time, right?
Top of the hour is the most important part of the hour. So how about this? 5 minutes.
Okay.
Or no more than 5 minutes here. So Kevin Abrams has been working with the Giants for almost 30 years.
Yep.
You find out last night, he's out.
He's out.
We knew, but I think it just hammers home the point. They are out of their comfort zone. and they are letting John Harbaugh make the decisions that he wants to make, which for me, as a Giants fan, is music to my ears because what they've been doing forever has not been working.
It hasn't worked.
No.
It hasn't worked. And now you understand why it took a couple days to get the contract done. Right? Like if I'm going to take over this team, and like you heard him talk about it at the press conference, and just knowing, how hungry the fan base is to win and what the expectations are, and it's New York and all these different things, then like I have to have the ability to do it my way. And it's not like you're stepping into like a Pittsburgh Steeler job and saying, "Hey, I want to change things." Well, why would we change things?
Right, when it functions with everybody.
We've had 3 coaches, and we always win. I'm not changing anything. Well, I'm taking over a job where we're not winning. We'll have like a little, like we talk about it, like a year of some success.
Right.
And then the wheels fall off, and it's back to square one.
Because even the broken clock is right twice a day, but consistently you're not having winning. The amazing thing to me is that Giants ownership was so hesitant to this. Like, no, this is how we do it. But how you do it doesn't work.
Right, but it's also you have people that you feel comfortable with, and you create relationships with, and you also have family members in positions of power.
Understood.
Right. So now once we open up Pandora's box, now where does that leave everybody?
Well, it sounds like John Harbaugh is going to be able to do what he wants to do. So obviously, those people are not going to lose their jobs. The family,
right?
But are they going to be minimized in the amount of say and the amount of input they have? Because when it's been so broken for so long, you needed to and need to make drastic changes.
Right. Like I need to put myself in a position, if I'm John Harbaugh, where the things I want to do, the suggestions that I have, happen. Right. Like I don't want to have like this organizational flow of it's me, then it's the GM, and then you have all these other people that also have the ear of the owner when I'm trying to make decisions. Like there's too many middlemen. Like, yeah, you've been here for a long time, and that's great, and I'm sure you've created relationships and you've done a good job, but for me, this has to be how I envision it.
And it can't be, well, he's employed because we've had him forever and we're comfortable with him. Like, that's no way to run a
we need a
franchise.
We need a reorganization. And we got to figure out exactly who's responsible for what, who's making decisions, who has say. And for him, it's like, okay, it's going to be me and it's going to be the owner.
Right. But thank God they finally realized, like, even though they were unwilling to relent and it took so much time and what's going to happen, is he going to wind up with the job?
But how many times have you heard this, though? You heard it with Gettleman. Well, why did Gettleman get the job? Because he's been in here. He knows how we work. That doesn't make it right.
No, I mean, it doesn't make it right at all. So because he knows us and because we like him and we're comfortable and it's what we feel okay with doing, now we'll bring him on. Well, sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone to succeed.
Right. Well, sometimes you have to have the person that makes you willing to do it. Right? Like so someone now
it's a perfect storm.
That's got 18 years.
Yep.
And I mean, and he's come so highly regarded from everybody. From the owner of the Ravens to Tom Coughlin to everybody. Like, hey, if we're going to do it, let's do it with this guy. And they've given him, I just was watching Shefty said he just let go of most of the defensive staff. Like it's
guys are Charlie Bullen's still with the Giants at the moment, though.
At the moment.
Yes.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. I don't think he's going to get the DC role, but he might get
but that's
going to
be up, but that'll be up to the defensive coordinator you hire, right? Because you're not going to do that
to him. I love that. Yeah, finally, for the first time, and that's why this is such a big deal. They're doing things the way functional franchises do things.
Right. And I think that's why Giants fans are so excited for the upcoming season.
Yes. I don't know how you couldn't be. All right. So very timely. Let's break. We'll come back. We'll get into the baseball, and then we'll leave the Jets to their own segment because I think it's worthy of it at 9:30. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I think we're back.
Hey, we're back, baby.
You just go click, 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 click on the delete button.
Just start unplugging stuff.
That's all you do.
Restart
well done.
stuff, unplugging everything.
I also got the full plumber experience, too, which was great. RJ under the desk.
Listen, you want things to work or not?
I think what you did was heroic.
With a little show attached to it.
Wait. If you're going to do that in the workplace, why even put pants on that?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
You knew you were giving us that show?
Nothing's by accident.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So here's what I would like to know. And here's what I would like to drum up for some phone calls, 800-919-3776. The Yankees keep Bellinger, so they are, for the most part, the same team, right? They're bringing back the same team, and I know a lot of people are kind of turned off by that. I'd like the reaction to that. Are you excited as a Yankees fan? Or are you, hey, we're treading water and we're going to be what we were last year, which is not so awful, but I don't think a lot of people look at the Yankees and say, that's a championship caliber club. And then on the flip side, you have the Mets who, do you realize how new the Mets are going to be? First base new, third base new, second base new, left field new, center field new. I mean, your everyday position players are more new players than returning players.
Right. But, I mean, they wanted to make a change. They didn't
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying,
it's different.
I don't think anybody could sit here and say the Mets are going to be this, because how could you possibly know with all these new faces on this team?
Well, the only way you know is because of past performance, right? Like you know that Bo Bichette is a really good offensive player, right? He's going to hit for average. Like, I mean, that's going to be
correct. But I don't know what Bo Bichette's going to be defensively.
No, I have no idea. I don't know what Polanco's going to be defensively at first base.
Right.
But there was clearly there was a type of player that they were looking for. Right. They talk about professional at bats, not giving at bats away. You wanted to get better. Now at the corners, you didn't get better defensively, but I mean up the middle between
second base, center field, you're considerably better.
Shortstop, you're good. And then you added if you want to call him an ace, whatever you want to call him. I mean, a frontline starter.
Well, why can't you call him an ace? The guy won 17 games and a 2.70 ERA last year.
He's your ace.
That's an ace. Yeah.
And then you got Nolan McLean, and then we'll see what Senga looks like and what version of Manai you get and everything else. And then we'll see what the back end of the bullpen looks like. Because last time you saw Devin Williams, now he got better, but still, you brought Devin Williams in.
He was awful.
Right, he was supposed to be the closer, loses that job. And then, you replace him with Weaver, and then Weaver lost his job to the point you bring in now Bednar's the closer.
Right, and then the Mets are like, hey, let's knock on the door. Let's bring all those guys in to pitch for us.
Right.
Which is not the first time we've seen the Mets go after Yankees players.
You got that list. Yeah, it's a long list. But, I mean, listen, there was a lot of negativity. And
ton. They were getting crushed.
Killed. Stearns was getting killed. How could you let Diaz walk for $3 million? We're going to miss Nimmo. Why do you not even offer Pete a contract? And then it was silence. Then there was nothing.
Right.
And it's like, well, what the hell is happening here?
But people are that naive that they thought the Mets were going to bring that team to the table on opening day?
No, I don't think it was that team. It was just like, what's the plan exactly? And the way that baseball works now is because, there's I want 7 years. Well, I'm not going to just give you 7 years.
They're not willing to play that game.
I'm going to sit here and wait, and we'll see where the market is.
Mm-hmm.
And here's our offer. If you don't want that, we'll wait. Or if there's a player like Kyle Tucker that thinks he's going to get 10 years for $400 million and realizes that, hey, there's no market for that. Now, he's more in our ballpark now where we can give him, more money early, opt-outs in a short-term deal. Now he becomes part of our plan. And the Dodgers sweep in and get him. So now it's, we've laid the groundwork with Bo Bichette. Now we'll go Bichette. He's already got the relationship with Semien. He's a good clubhouse guy, all these different things. So,
which matters, which I don't think people ever, you do because you've been in the locker room, in the clubhouse. I don't think people have any understanding how important it is, especially in baseball, I think, where you're in that clubhouse a lot, continuously, on the road, in the clubhouse, 5-6 hours before games. You have a bad clubhouse, it's a real problem.
It's a huge problem, and I think it was one of the priorities was they have to fix the clubhouse, right? I mean, we kept hearing about it. There was a lot of smoke, and now you start seeing the pieces start moving around. I don't know for what reason. We don't really know what reason. Like, remember going back to when you had the Lindor-McNeil fight?
Yeah.
And then now you're hearing some Nimmo-Lindor stuff, and then some Lindor and Soto stuff. So it was like, no. Like, we got to bring guys in, and maybe they learn from their mistakes, that they didn't really value what Jose Iglesias brought clubhouse-wise, or some of the older players that they have, and now they want to make sure they fix that. Because you can't. 83 wins, man.
No, terrible.
What are we doing?
Well, you could argue, they've had worse teams, but as far as expectations, worst season in franchise history.
Awful.
They missed the playoffs on 83 games. This looks to me like a 90-win team. Now, the elephant in the room is, and it's going to be with every team, how the hell are you going to beat the Dodgers?
Right. I think we're going to have to cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. I think the focus is
right.
Let's win the division. And that's the other thing about you like about Bichette is that you took him from the Phillies.
They were on the verge. I guess they were doing like sports talk radio thinking it was a done deal. And then it flipped and it went to the Mets as they were discussing Bichette on the verge of going to the Phillies. And they lost their minds.
Lost it. Of course they did. How could you not?
I love it.
I mean, when Diaz went with the Dodgers. Now, I don't think we were on the air when that happened, but we lost our minds.
Right, but to lose to the Dodgers, like,
Everyone loses to the Dodgers.
For the Phillies to lose to the Mets.
I like that.
Listen, I wanted Bichette anyway. I'm thrilled to have Bichette. The fact that the Phillies, to ruin the way Philadelphia feels and the Mets to benefit from it, that's
best case scenario.
Yeah.
It's best case scenario. It's just, I just think that the problem in general with baseball is how slow this happens and how long it takes to get an idea of what your team is trying to do. If you're trying to, if you're really trying to reorganize things. Like it was Stearns was going to finally put his imprint on this team.
Absolutely.
Right? You have the success in year one, and it's like, well, how can I change things now? Like, he almost changed the Pete Alonso thing till the owner stepped in.
Right.
But
it's the Daniel Jones thing. It's the same thing.
It was the same kind of
we don't really love him, but you won a playoff game. How can we not bring him back?
Right. Owner wants him back. It makes sense. He's chasing the home run record. We'll bring him back. And then you just saw it. We was talking about the defensive run saved and run prevention and everything else. and that's why we can't bring Pete back. You go sign Polanco, who's played an inning of first base.
I got to send a few texts. I wonder how bad of a locker room guy Pete was.
I don't think he's a bad locker room guy.
So I don't understand then. He's not an old guy. His defense it's not great,
terrible.
But it's not that awful.
No, I think around the bag he's good.
Yeah, like why did the Mets? Why would Stearns have no interest in clearly Stearns doesn't like Pete Alonso.
No, obviously not. I mean,
why?
I don't know.
If he's not a bad locker room guy, he's not an awful defensive first baseman, right? I mean, he's got tremendous power. Obviously, the homegrown, which I think in some ways he's right about. I don't care. Like, you're David Stearns, you got to put that to the side. You can't.
You didn't draft him. You didn't develop him.
You can't sign it. Even if you drafted him, like you can't get so pushed in the direction of homegrown guy. Got to keep him.
You can't. Yeah, you can't let the emotion of that make your decision for you. But I don't know why he doesn't value him more. Unless he just thinks that he's not he's that bad defensively.
It'll be because if Polanco stinks at first, and they like all year they're like, what are we gonna do at first base? Stearns gonna get crushed.
Well, it doesn't sound like you have a first baseman anyway, though. Like, it's not what Polanco really does.
Well,
and then
Beatty plays him first.
Well, but that's not a first baseman, though.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe those guys are capable. Beatty's a terrific fielder, so maybe he can learn first base quickly. I don't think Vientos at first is gonna be great.
No, but I just don't. I don't. I love versatility. But I think there's a point where it's like, okay, I would rather have a first baseman play first base.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the best thing to do. Just because of what that does. Now I got a third baseman that maybe isn't as bad at third base because my first baseman's awesome. And what that does for Lindor. I mean, it's just, I don't know when we stop putting a priority on first base defense. Where it's like, no big deal. Oh, this guy, yeah, he hits well. Just throw him at first base. He'll figure it out.
Right. As if first base is like any moron can play first base.
Just throw him over.
Right.
There.
And I grew up when Hernandez and Mattingly were first. And Hernandez, for my money, is the greatest defensive first baseman I've ever seen. Not even close.
Not even close.
And Mattingly was a great defensive first baseman too.
Yep. Yeah, listen, that's really where it was. I mean, where it was, and now it's clearly not something that's that important. It's not, because even the Yankees, look, they got Ben Rice. They'll have Bellinger play first base.
Right.
And you watch Ben Rice play first base.
But I wonder how much Bellinger you see at first base when you see Ben Rice at first base. Like, Ben Rice, bad first baseman.
No, where you playing Ben Rice, though? Stanton's your DH. Wells is your catcher. You're going to put, and Wells is the better defensive catcher than Ben Rice is.
Well, here's the thing, and people yell at me, but at some point, Stanton's going to get hurt. So Stanton gets hurt, now Rice is my DH, and then Bellinger goes to first.
Well, I know, but now you're still going back to, like, hey, this is going to be a playoff team. It's the construction of the team. And Stanton's back, and he's playing DH, and you also want to make sure that you're playing solid defense because you don't want to cost yourself runs. Who's playing first base? Now, where does Ben Rice play? Do I put him at first? Do I DH? I can't DH him because Stanton's DH.
You can't DH him. So you can't hide him anywhere. Either he plays first, he plays DH, or doesn't play. That's it.
Or he catches.
I guess he can catch.
I mean, those are his two positions. I mean, he was a catcher.
Right.
That they're trying to shoehorn into first base, but.
So how do you feel about the Mets? You excited? You finally excited, or are you still waiting to see?
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely excited. Of course, I'm always going to be excited. I hate how long it takes.
But that's baseball.
It's
that's
more
not
baseball
the
than
Mets.
David
That's
Stearns.
baseball.
Listen, I think that David Stearns, after what we saw last year, especially with the rotation and the deadline, had a lot to prove this offseason.
Well, I think on paper now you feel like he's done a good job, but it's still you're gonna have to wait till you see these games being played.
I think he's done a good job. I don't like how we finally got to this point because it feels like he didn't really do what he was telling us he was going to do, or like what the goal was to begin with, and then kind of was like just he had a bunch of
he's available now, I'll get him
right. Like he laid the groundwork with a bunch of different things, but there was like really no clear, concise plan, and we just kind of run prevention. Well, who's playing third? Well, this guy's never really played third ever,
but he's good.
But he can hit, and he's a good baseball player, so we'll put him there.
Right, you're right.
But hey. I think that we've addressed the needs, and now we get a chance to see what it looks like.
This is his team now. If the Mets are not good this year, and rightfully so, he should get destroyed.
Well, but I don't even know if it's that. It's more like I think he's after year one and what he's done in Milwaukee, he's already had he built up some equity that was completely gone after last season. I mean, you were the front of the line.
Yeah, that's right.
It was the pitching lab, and it was you got to trust him. And hey,
how could you not?
Well, no, you think you had to, but I mean, even then, it's like Frankie Montas. Come on, man. Like we don't need to do this. Like I'm the smartest guy.
He swung and missed terribly.
And then the deadline. It's like
deadline was bad.
I mean, Harrison Bader. He's played here. He's had success here, and you went with Cedric Mullins.
Yeah,
who was awful.
He was brutal.
Like there were things that you could have done that he didn't, and then you don't make the playoffs, you win 83 games. When against the Reds, who lost, and you couldn't even win a game.
I will never get over that. That was disgusting what happened to the Mets at the end of the season.
And it was a slow bleed out, too.
It was, and you saw, like, oh, you get a little break. Now you're back up 2 games. 1, tied, down a game. Oh, you're back. And, it was terrible.
It was brutal.
And then in Miami and Cincinnati loses, and you lose. And, it was
even that
just
core of players,
awful.
though, as wild, I mean, as fun as that ride was. I mean, look at how long it took you to actually get into the postseason. The year you made it all the way to the championship series.
That core did not have a lot of success.
No. So it's just, I think it's the emotions. That was the biggest part, getting over that hurdle, was that, you end up, I mean, when you watch a player grow up in your system and then they're actually good.
Yeah, there's a comfortability with those guys.
It's tough to let them go.
I get it. But not for a guy that just is brought on.
Oh, not for him, no.
Job. Right, not at all. Everyday Edgar is on ESPN New York. What's up, Edgar?
What's up? It's a glorious Thursday in New York City, no? Peralta gets signed, Bellinger, Knicks win by 87 points, and then Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Harbaugh.
Oh, will you guys stop with the Harbaugh stuff, please? It's not. It's over.
What? You know what? He's everyday Edgar. You leave him alone.
It doesn't need to be everyday Harbaugh.
Of course it does.
Okay, how about Rick? Rick, it's getting cold out. You need I got a hookup. I could print you some beanies for the cold with Rothenberg logo. My wife works at Happy Chef.
Some what?
We get you some great deals. Get you some nice beanies with that logo.
Beanies. Oh, he wants to get involved in the apparel
beanies.
business.
No, it's just too late for the beanies. We got beanies will be released next winter.
Year.
Too late for beanies now.
All right, so too late for beanies. All right, but yeah, all these signings are great, man. Great. New York's on the up and up, except for the Jets. They're never on the up and
bring
up.
up the Jets. They can't get a defensive coordinator.
Are we on the up and up, though? I mean, the Rangers are not on the up and up. Rangers are going to get worse before it gets better. The Jets are not on the up and up.
Giants are on the up and up.
Giants are. Mets are. Are the Yankees on the up and up, or are the Yankees, treading water here?
The Yankees are essentially the same team.
Right,
that
which
wasn't
is a
good enough
good
to
team.
beat Toronto. Right, but you didn't get better.
No.
Well, I guess I guess the thought is you're going to get better once Cole's back. Schlittler now.
Okay.
You get Rodon back. Pitching staff's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Bullpen could still use some work probably.
Mm-hmm. But that's the strength of what Cashman is able to do.
Right. Are we on the up and up? Jets are not on the up and up.
Are the Knicks on the up and up?
Hopefully they've kind of stabilized themselves after that beatdown last night, but I don't know. I can't say one way or another.
I mean, I don't look at New York sports like it's an arrow pointed up. I mean, the Nets are not on the way up. I don't know that the Knicks are on the way up. I don't know if the Yankees are on the way up. I don't know if the Mets are on the way up. I mean, they should.
Mets are on
be.
the way up. They're going to win more than
They better
83
be.
games.
Okay, all right. So then
they
we'll
better
take
win more than 83
all right, so
games.
you got the Mets, you got the Giants,
Islanders.
That's
it.
All right, so that's 3 of what, 9?
Yeah. And the Yankees are fine. I mean, the Yankees are 94
they're
wins.
totally fine.
Yeah, they're good.
That's a playoff team.
Right.
I'm interested to see Toronto this year because I want to see if Toronto was a one-year wonder or if they're going to be really, really good. And I also want to see did they play with a chip on their shoulder, like we were literally this far away from winning. Let's go do it again. Or if it's that just goes out the wayside.
I still can't believe you got thrown at home.
I know.
Still can't believe that.
I can't believe, and the catch and center, just unbelievable. I would never get over that.
Never.
Ever.
No chance. There's no chance.
I take the losses so terribly.
To be that close?
You were right there. And then it gets ripped away.
What a great World Series that was.
Amazing.
It really was. It's going to be sad if we get through the season and baseball shuts down.
Terrible. And I really have a concern. We'll come back.
It's going to come back.
We'll come back. Does everybody come back?
Hey, you said that last time, though.
But last time was 30 years ago.
Right, and it takes a while. It's going to take a while.
Okay, it's going to take a while. There's a lot more options now. The attention span of people is a lot less. I know I'll be back.
Well, we're not going anywhere, but there's positive momentum right now. Baseball has seen an uptick, and the last thing you want to do, you want to build on that.
Of course.
We have the World Baseball Classic. It's just want to keep the momentum rolling.
That's soon, right? That's mid-March.
The last thing you want to do is all of a sudden miss half a season or something stupid.
Or, God forbid, even worse.
Yeah, they did about money, which is the last thing that fans want to hear about.
Because nobody cares.
Nobody
wants to hear.
Yet they'll side with the owners.
Yes, they will. That's right.
Who are the
Players get enough money.
Who are the billionaires?
Let's go to Nick in Woodbridge. Nick, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Rick, I want to let you know I've gotten several compliments about my hat, so I appreciate it. Rule 76 all the way. It's awesome stuff.
Oh, thank you very much
for shipping it out.
Thank you for buying it.
Yeah, sure thing. Just on the Yankees, though. So I agree with you guys, and Dave specifically. Like, Yankees were not a bad team last year. But I think where I have concerns is we're running it back with a team that, in all reality, if Cam Schlittler doesn't give us that performance against Boston, there's a good chance you lose that wild card, right? And you don't even make it to the divisional round, which you were clearly outmatched. So if you were a game away from the NBA or from the World Series and you lost, then I'd be all about running it back. I have concerns about the bullpen, and there's a lot of question marks on this rotation. Like Fried and Rodon will be fine, but you're relying on a lot of guys to come back from injury and perform at a high level, or you're relying on young guys to do something over 162 games that they haven't really had the experience to do yet. So we'll see. It's not done yet, right? The off season's not done. You guys, the Mets are a great example.
I think the Yankees are, if not done, maybe a tweak here or there. I don't think you're going to get major moves from the Yankees now.
Oh God, that scares me a bit, Dave. I'm not gonna
did
lie.
you make the call under the impression you thought the Yankees were still had like big moves left in them?
No, no. I guess it's more optimism, right? Like after they signed Bellinger, they don't really have. I don't know what else is out there that you can do other than making some massive trade. And I don't think there's really an appetite for the front office to do that right now. I think their move was bring back Bellinger. And to me, as good as he has been or was last year, I still don't think that puts you in the discussion of being able to win a World Series. Like 90 wins is not the goal.
And herein lies the problem, right? The chicken or the egg. It's like, well, you're going to get 90 wins. You're going to be a playoff team. If you like, where do you have to get to make that a success? Forget about the Dodgers. Dodgers are a different level than everybody. Can the Yankees go to the World Series, or do you look at them as, no, they're not the favorites to go to the World Series?
How could they be the favorites right now to go to the World Series? I mean, it's the same team that you saw get beat up by the Blue Jays.
Right.
Not to mention the fact that, I mean, yeah, you'll get Garrett Cole, but when are you getting him back? When are you getting Rodon back?
Red Sox are better. Orioles are better. I'm not saying that they'll be as good as the Yankees, but there's other teams. Red Sox pitching is really good.
Really, really good. They're not happy they lost Bregman, though, at all.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And I guess he was great in the clubhouse, too.
Amazing. I got to tell you, I'm in a hell of a fit with the Mets.
He'd have been a great fit.
Because he's an elite defensive third baseman.
Right, but he got a long-term deal.
He got 5 years, right?
5 years.
Yeah.
Yep. As opposed to the Bichette opt-outs.
Right.
I mean, just a bunch of
1
1-year deals.
1 year plus.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't imagine those. I was reading this the other day, or maybe it was yesterday, with even after trading for Peralta, there were some people that are like, oh, could you imagine if we bring in Valdez now? They're not going to bring in. They're going to go sign Valdez now.
No. I think the Mets are pretty much
especially with how much, like, they're already over it now. So whatever you bring Valdez in for is plus 110%.
Right. Now, you're paying Peralta plus 110%, but it's not.
No.
It's
So that makes it
$8
like
million.
Yeah, that makes it like
$17 million?
Right. You're talking about Valdez over $30 million.
Right. So now that becomes untenable. Yeah. No, I think the Mets they'll tweak, but I think they're pretty much done. And don't sleep on Tobias Myers.
No, I like that addition.
He's a big
I like
piece
that
to this trade.
Right. Like if I'm going to give you what I just gave you.
I gave you two of my top 5 prospects in the organization.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm going to expect a little bit. Give me a little, because this is a rental. It could be a rental.
Yeah.
It'd be a 1-year deal for me.
Which would be
But it better be a damn good year.
It better be a great year.
We gotta come on, man. I can't do this again. I can't go through that again.
I mean, I think you'll be okay. I feel good about the Mets. I do. I think they're gonna have a really good season.
We felt good about last year's Mets.
Okay. Well, I could be wrong.
You better not be wrong.
I don't think
I'm taking it out on you. If you're wrong, I'm taking it out on you.
And if I'm right,
what do you want?
Well, you know what? You can't just beat me up if I'm wrong, and then if I'm right, be like, oh, whatever.
What do you want me to do then?
I don't know.
You want a massage?
Maybe.
All right. I'll massage you.
You'll massage me.
Yeah.
During a show.
1 hour. No.
What do you mean?
That's
a massage. That's a massage.
How am I
going to
do the show if I'm gonna just talk in your microphone?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll share a mic and you'll give me a rub down.
Just like a back rub?
Yes.
I do give an excellent back rub.
I don't doubt it.
Very strong hands.
I got very tight in the upper.
Yeah, you can tell.
Upper quadrants.
Yeah. All the lifting you do.
Heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah. Squatting, lifting.
Carrying the household.
I do a lot.
Some would say.
I do a lot. I mean, you might ask who did all the garbages by themselves the other day.
Wow.
All by myself.
Look at you. Mm-hmm. You've really stepped up.
I do what I have to.
You really have.
Dishes, big into the dishes.
You know what? Maybe I've changed my mind.
What?
Maybe you would have stepped in for Ray this morning.
I would step in for Ray.
Maybe he would have.
I definitely would. If I saw Ray about to drop his fists and go after this guy.
Well, you don't drop your fists.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, drop the gloves.
Don't drop your hands.
I was going to say drop the gloves, right? And fight this guy because the guy was eyeing the car. I definitely would have stepped in.
Okay. I think I might believe that.
And it's not like the guy was enormous. Had the guy been like 6'3",
you sized him up.
Yeah, had the guy been 6'3", 260, let's see how Ray plays.
Good
here.
luck, Ray.
Yeah. But the guy was, right, Ray? This was not a very large man that you were dealing with that was about to fight you this morning.
No, not at all.
No.
Could have handled it.
What if he's crazy? You can't fight crazy.
But I'm crazy.
I don't think he was crazy.
That's right.
But I'm crazy.
Calling the crazy guy.
That's right.
Can we hear how K? I got this K sound just sitting here looking at me. I like to see what his reaction to the Bellinger deal was.
I think he's going to like it. I think he's going to say, I told you, and I like it. Here's Michael K.
5 years, $162.5 million. So they went up $0.5 million, which is another $100,000 a year. I guess to save face for Scott, there are opt-outs after the second and third season, and he gets a $20 million signing bonus and a full no-trade clause. So in the high-stakes game of chicken, I think the Yankees won. There was no 7-year deal. There was no shorter-term deal with a humongous higher average annual value. There wasn't. The Yankees didn't blink, and I hate to say that Boris blinked or that Bellinger blinked. Maybe it's as simple as Bellinger said, I want to play for the Yankees. Stop the nonsense. Let's get it signed. So a guy who banged around between the Dodgers and the Cubs, who had to accept the 3-year, $80 million deal with the Cubs with opt-outs, now he has a home. So he played last year with the Yankees. He's got 5 years guaranteed, no trade clause with the Yankees. So he's going to have 6 straight years in New York in a stadium that fits him beautifully.
You know what is possible, and people never want to say this or admit to this? It can be a win-win. Like, I think the Yankees did well. I think Bellinger did well. I think it's a win-win proposition here.
Right, but you're just going by, he's just going by what the fight was. Right? I mean, if I was adamant I was going, I wanted 7 years.
But nobody's going to offer 7 years.
Right, but you gave me 5, and all we increased it was by $500,000, then it's probably more towards me.
I don't know, but I don't look at, boy, the Yankees got some kind of a
No, I think he wanted
to be.
I think he wanted to be back. I'm sure there were like maybe the $20 million signing bonus, which he gets right away and can invest in everything else, and a full no trade clause. There are little things that when you're negotiating, you finally realize, hey, I wanted 7, you want to do 5. Well, how can we make this work a little bit more for me? So I feel better about taking 5 instead of 7. Both get what they want.
Yeah,
he wanted to come back to the Yankees, I would imagine, and they wanted him.
Before we get to stuff you missed with the great RJ Santillo, you want to
I got some FanDuel.
About FanDuel?
You ready for playoff mode? Because FanDuel's turning it on. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. In both games during Championship Sunday, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. More boosts means more ways to level up your playoff bets. Pick the matchups you believe in, so if you want to take your shot on an upset, you take the Denver Broncos to see they might be for you, or maybe you want to build a parlay that fits the moment. Whatever the case, you can apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs keep rolling. So visit FanDuel.com/local and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
All right. It's not going to be easy to follow that read, RJ, but I feel confident you can do it.
I'll do my best.
All right, let's go.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it. See ya. Put in the box.
The you missed.
Mets also signed reliever Luis Garcia to a 1-year, $1.75 million deal yesterday also. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, but I don't think he's the same excitement as the other guys.
It's close.
No, not really.
It's pretty close. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you got that. Yadier Molina also rejoined the Cardinals as a special assistant. So, Dave, you mentioned Kevin Abrams and the changes going on.
Yep.
With the
There's another
Giants. One. You want to tell us?
Yeah. So the Giants have reassigned head athletic trainer Ronnie Barnes. He'll stay with the organization, but his role will change.
Yep. So some things were made clear yesterday.
What'd you say?
What role will they give him?
I don't know.
Emeritus.
But here's the thing. Like, we're talking about a athletic trainer.
Yeah.
So he's been with the organization since
Long
I'm
time.
3.
What is he, young?
Since 1976.
Young 70s, mid 70s.
And
looks great.
When Wellington Mara was in the hospital and was dying, like Ronnie Barnes was there with him. So this is This is a very close staple of the Giants organization.
So some things were laid out yesterday. Our friend Jordan Ronan said that John Harbaugh informed most of the defensive staff, coaching-wise, they would not be back next year. And special teams coordinator Michael Gorbial out. And Harbaugh and the Giants were denied a request to interview the Ravens special teams coordinator, Chris Horton. But it sounds like Harbaugh's just waiting for some T's to cross and I's to dot before he brings over at least a portion of his staff from Baltimore. And it was also made known that the medical department and athletic training staff are also going to be overhauled. So that has started.
It's going to be such massive sweeping change.
Yeah, it's already happening. I have a feeling you're going to get to some of this, but apparently the Jets, according to Connor Hughes, reached out to 2 big-name defensive coordinator candidates and were denied by both.
Yeah, we'll get to that at 9. Well, it was going to be 9:30. We'll push it back a few minutes.
Some good news for the Jets, though. Armand Membu, and for the Giants, Abdul Carter made the NFL All-Rookie team, so congratulations to them. Other coaching news to tell you about around the NFL. Bucks are finalizing a deal to make Zach Robinson their offensive coordinator. Sounds like Tommy Reese is going to be the next OC for the Atlanta Falcons. And the Chiefs are bringing back Eric Bieniemy to be their offensive coordinator. Vikings, they bring back Brian Flores. He gets a new deal to remain the DC in Minnesota. Update on Sam Darnold, that oblique injury. He will be limited all week in throwing ahead of the NFC Championship game. And the Bills say Josh Allen may need foot surgery after being bounced out of the playoffs. John Lynch said that Brandon Ayuk, this is not a surprise, has played his final snap for the 49ers. So, Dave, maybe you can have your wish. Maybe he will be a Giant.
I told you at some point he will be a Giant.
You know what? You can take him. Be a nice piece if you can get him to.
It would be a nice piece.
If you can get him to show up, he's got a lot to give, I think. Bucks lose.
You now forever hate him, right?
I don't hate him. I think this is very odd how we got here. He gave a lot of good years to the Niners. It's very strange how we got here. Knicks absolutely roundhouse kicked the Nets yesterday, 120-66. It is the largest margin of victory in team history for the New York Knicks.
I feel like the roundhouse kick is underutilized.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
you
think
see
so,
it much.
but I don't think anybody.
I don't think anyone can do it. Just anyone can do it.
No. I think that it's a special skill.
The messaging was clear that this needed to be a beatdown. Knicks led 60-38 at half, outscored the Nets 60-28 in the second half, and you took out the starters after the third quarter. Second unit comes in, 16-0 run.
It crushed
them.
This
was very clear how this needed to go. Bucks lose to the Thunder by 20. Had Giannis after, there's audio, I won't play it, saying that the Bucks are playing selfish ball, not playing the right way. So things are going really well in Milwaukee. Kevin Porter Jr. to make matters worse. He's a Milwaukee Buck. He has an oblique injury. He's out indefinitely. And not great for the Lakers. So there's an article on ESPN.com that I read yesterday, really good, reporting about how it all fell apart under Jeannie Buss that resulted in the $10 billion sale. They've got their own problems. NHL news tell you about Vince Dunn, goal assist. Kraken beat the Islanders 4-1. Luke Hughes will not have surgery on that upper body injury. He opts instead for rehab. And, Rick, I mentioned you. My takeaway after I was at the Rangers-Sabres game, I told you about someone I was impressed by. That'd be Josh Stone. Got a 7-year extension with the Sabres yesterday.
Congratulations.
You guys love long-term deals in Buffalo.
We only do 7-year deals. That's it.
Love them.
You're either out the door or 7-year deal.
Congratulations. That's big.
Hope it works.
Your long-term
What would you do if you guys get into the postseason?
Oh, I'd be thrilled.
You can't root for that.
Why?
Because
maybe it's a good
right
omen
now
for
it's
the Jets.
Buffalo and the Jets. Buffalo and the Jets. Then
I
it
don't
would
want
just
it.
be the Jets.
I want it for RJ, though.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No, both of us don't deserve to sign. And he showed me his butt today.
He did.
All of it, almost.
More than just the bottom.
Three-quarters of it.
Yeah, no, we got to see a lot.
See, that's the kind of energy I'm trying to give to you for the Jets.
So is that why you did it early on in the show? You thought it could buoy us to a great show?
That's the kind of energy that you were talking about.
Butt bolts!
Butt bolts.
Yeah. Finally.
See, and look what happened to you. You got Harbaugh.
Smart. It's all happening now. Bob Nightingale says rival executives expect the Orioles to be the next team to pluck a frontline starter from free agent market now that the Mets are out of the mix after acquiring Freddy Peralta. So that's going to make the Yankees division even that much more difficult. At least it's going to be really good this year.
Yeah, it should be. By the way, we need to find out whoever is taking Zins and throwing them in the urinal. That person needs to be flogged.
Yeah.
It's not a trash can. There's a thing on it, too.
Right. And there's a trash can right there.
Right, but there's also that cover on the urinal. It doesn't flush down. It just sits there.
It's not appropriate. It's not. Let's take a break. We'll come back, and we'll get into the Jets story. And I have a treat for you as well.
Oh, I love treats.
This is what I do. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Here's Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, I'm feeling good about the Mets, but not feeling good about this accident on the LIE. Bumper to bumper, LIE westbound into Utopia Parkway. Accident in the right lane. Lots of volume on the southbound side of the West Side Highway into the 120s. A disabled vehicle. Watch for delays eastbound BQE getting up toward the Battery Tunnel. FDR Drive southbound at 116th Street. Construction delays back by the RFK Bridge. Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. And in-home delivery on any mattress $199 and up is free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son and for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC. Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we still have a lot to do. I have something. I know it's going to move the needle for Rick in just a couple of moments. We'll get to that. We got to get to this Jets story. So two separate Jets stories. The first one is Mel Kiper, what he said the Jets should do at 16. We'll hear that. And then Connor Hughes, which I just think some really damning update on the Jets. So here's Kiper yesterday, has his first mock draft, and he says Ty Simpson, 16 for the Jets.
It's easy to get caught up in the struggles, okay? When the offensive line wasn't get done, Ryan Williams not playing to the level expected, and no semblance of a running game, and place all the blame on a quarterback who had 5 fumbles over a 7-game period late in the year, right? And 7 touchdowns and 4 picks, 2 of which came against Eastern Illinois. Easy to get down on him. So go back to your notes. Mid-October, I had him at 16 on the big board with an arrow moving up. After 9 games, 21 touchdowns, only 1 pick after 9 games, okay? So this is a kid, I go back to the Missouri game, hostile environment, making clutch throw after clutch throw. Vanderbilt game, throwing the complete passes to 8-9 different receivers, okay? Didn't get a lot of help late in the year. And then, of course, he had the injury in the playoff game. But the bottom line is, trust what you saw when he had a little bit of help and he was playing at a high level. He showed it over a 9-game period. I think he's deserving of being a pick at this point in the draft. I call him a more athletic, faster version of Mac Jones.
Well, Mac Jones has shown that he's a very capable NFL quarterback. You do not like that, though, right? You don't like Ty Simpson for the Jets at 16?
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't know. Again, like we're sitting here talking about at 2 with Dante Moore and how many college games that he's started. And Mel was one of the first people to bring that up. Like, I mean, that's a concern for him. It's one of the reasons why he thought Dante Moore should go back. So now all of a sudden, Ty Simpson with 15. Well, we should just overlook that?
No, but the 16th pick is a lot more tolerable to take than the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah, but it's still, with the amount of things that the Jets need, that's still a valuable pick.
They're all valuable
right,
picks.
So, do we want to take him, and now what?
And now, by the way, if you've seen this, it looks like it's trending. The Trinidad Chambliss is going to go back to Mississippi.
Yep.
So, this might be the only guy you can get.
Which isn't the reason to get him.
Of course not.
My biggest fear is that you draft a kid who has the potential to be good, but because of our situation and maybe, depending on what we bring in as far as the veteran quarterback is concerned, you know how it is here. If the veteran quarterback struggles, you're going to want to see the young kid. Now they succumb to the pressure. They play the young kid. He naturally doesn't look great because he's not ready. And then Aaron Glenn gets fired. They bring in a new coach. We have 3 first-round picks, and now this is when we actually get the quarterback that coach wants with whatever pick that is. It's going to be a high pick. If you have to trade up to get it, maybe it ends up being Dante Moore, and it costs you more than your first-round pick to get him.
If you can.
If you can. And now what happens with the 16th overall pick? Now what do you do with that?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Now he's what, your backup?
Maybe your backup, you trade him. I don't know. I don't have the answer for you.
Right. So,
maybe he shows you a little bit of promise in his rookie year and you can deal him off. Maybe you have him as your backup quarterback moving forward. I don't know. I just have so many issues, though. So many issues.
Right, which is why I don't necessarily want to
I understand.
Just take a stab in the dark at 16.
I understand. If it's a stab in the dark, I don't like it. If you actually like him, but again, do you trust the process? So I know you saw this story. It's so damning. Connor Hughes, SNY. So the Jets are going after big-name candidates for the defensive coordinator job. And then somebody else had the report, big-name candidates don't even want to talk to the Jets.
No, why would you?
Here's Connor Hughes discussing what happened with the Jets and their D.C. candidates.
That same coaching agent that I was talking to incredibly plugged in. He wouldn't give me the names, and then I confirmed it with another coach who also he's like, I don't want to embarrass the Jets to say it, but they did reach out to what I heard 2 of the big-name defensive coordinating candidates who were available, and both candidates just weren't interested in working for the Jets and Aaron Glenn at this time, which I understand. It's a team that's not going to be very good next year. If you're a major-name defensive coordinator, you're going to have major suitors, so they just weren't interested in talking to the Jets. That's not entirely uncommon. People got super angry about the Jets not putting in requests to interview Ben Johnson last year. Ben Johnson let it be known to the Jets, if you send an interview request, I'm not going to take it.
I know we joke. I know we laugh. I know there's a butt of all jokes, but it's embarrassing.
It's not even that it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
No, it's not.
And it shows you the state of the franchise.
Right, but it doesn't have to be looked at as embarrassing. It can feel like it's embarrassing. It's just the reality of the situation.
And the situation is embarrassing.
If I was a big-time defensive coordinator, why would I want this job?
Jets? And also, on top of the fact that they're not good, that there's instability, you don't know that the coach is going to be back for a third season.
It's the instability. It's exactly why, John Harbaugh can open up his Rolodex, pick a number, and be like, hey, are you interested? And they'd be like, yeah, I'm interested. Because, you got some good pieces, but more importantly, I'm not going anywhere.
Could you imagine how excited you would be if you had a coach that you liked? You had 2 1s this year. You had 3 1s next year. You got 2s all over the place, and you had a coach that you looked at. And you're like, this is the guy.
It'd be great. I'd be you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'd be you. There'd be real hope. And right now, it just doesn't. I mean, between Dante Moore deciding he's going to go back, so you can't even consider him at 2, and now not having any real idea who the defensive coordinator is going to be, who wants the job, if your head coach is any good, if your offensive coordinator is any good.
Yeah, we don't have any answers.
No, you have no answers. The only thing you know is good is our special teams.
We don't know if the GM is good. He might be. We don't know. The head coach.
I would say he's trending more.
I think he's trending in the right direction, and Glenn is trending in the wrong direction.
Yes.
But I don't know that he's good. I don't know that he's not. I don't know. It's an open book with him. Defensive coordinator, I don't have now, and it sounds like you're not going to get your pick of the litter. Offensive coordinator, I mean, it was so bad. I don't even know what he's capable of doing. And the head coach, I don't really like. So it's the same crap.
It's why when you have the past history, and let's just go to the most recent past history of bringing in a first-time head coach and doing it the way that they did it, is why you see a lot of teams go in the other direction as opposed to doing the exact same thing. Right? Like that. I mean, that's what actually frustrates me the most about the 33rd team. I mean, you also, I mean, Mike T's been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we needed stability. We need what the Giants need right now. Like, we need someone that we know can do a job, so we're not questioning it year to year. Right? The only reason the only reason you have to question it is because, like, if John Harbaugh wins 6 games next year, like, hey, listen, relax. It's year 1. He'll figure it out.
You will. You'll be upset.
No, but I'm saying, you're more
you,
likely to give him time than you are a guy who's just coaching for the
He has
first.
equity.
Yeah,
he has built-in equity because of what he's done. The Jets don't have that luxury.
But that happens when you hire a first-time guy because he's got no track record of success as a head coach.
Well, stop doing
and
it.
Especially when it's as bad
Stop
as
doing
you
it.
just saw.
I'm sorry. But we had to play that audio.
No, you had to, but it doesn't surprise. You know why it's not embarrassing? Because it doesn't surprise me.
But
I guess
doesn't mean
that's
it's
why.
not embarrassing.
Because I'm past it.
So you can't be embarrassed with the Jets? They're just such a dumpster fire, pathetic. You can't be embarrassed.
Right, like it's if you have like for you, like your skin tags. And you take
right.
And you take your clothes off.
Right.
And people are
That's
looking
right
at
back
you.
to what we were talking about before, by the way.
He's nasty.
You're not embarrassed because you already know you got skin tags.
Right, but not everyone else would know I had skin tags.
Right, but you're not really embarrassed by it because it's like, listen, I got skin. I am who I am. I got skin tags.
Right.
I'm the Jets.
Right.
I'm not embarrassed. I know
Okay, good.
I know I stink.
You know what? Maybe the Jets are so bad because you deserve it. Maybe it's God's way of saying, hey, you're going to take shots at Ray and RJ and Dave. You
So
deserve
the whole fan base has to suffer?
Well, you know what? Maybe God looks at him as he's the number one Jets fan. And
No, Ira's the number one Jets fan.
Ira's done some terrible things too. Maybe it's a facade. Maybe behind the scenes.
Ira saves lives.
That's what we know. That's what we think. They thought Dexter was, unbelievable with the blood splattering.
Let
me
ask you a question seriously though.
Yeah.
Did the skin tag thing make you laugh?
I thought it was funny.
That's all that matters.
So it's all about comedy.
That's
it. And I'll tell my therapist all about it.
Laughter's the best medicine.
Okay.
You know this.
Okay.
It's up on the wall. Where the workplace should be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Laughter, best medicine.
Best medicine. Workplace.
Feelings be damned.
You need to be very uncomfortable in the workplace for laughter to be the best medicine. I got a list for you. You'll enjoy it.
I love it.
We'll do it next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Murray to the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat. Barzell for Horvat, score! Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
When it comes to meat and seafood, selection matters. Wild. WildForkFoods.com.
Benjamin Franklin, sir, I've just received news.
Speak.
They're multiplying you.
Multiplying me?
Yes, many times.
Multiple Benjamins?
Shall I stop it?
No.
Multiply your Benjamins with New York Lottery's Extra Multiplier Scratch-Off games. Play for the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $3 million.
I've won! I've multiplied myself! We won!
Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I first want to let you know that Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Mavs host the Warriors tonight, 7:30 in Dallas. Game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. And that is Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So I have stumbled upon finalists for the NFL awards.
Okay.
They're all out.
All right.
You ready?
I think I just saw one. I think I saw the defensive coordinator one.
Okay.
Yep.
Defensive coordinator.
Or coordinator. Maybe not defensive coordinator. Maybe just a coordinator.
Okay. So we got MVP.
Okay.
I got 5.
Stafford.
Yep.
May.
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Yep. Close to RJ.
Close to RJ. Brock
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. And long, luscious locks.
Long, luscious locks.
Trevor Lawrence.
Wow.
Those are your 5. Yep. Those are your 5. Quick glance, you think Stafford or May, right?
I would say probably...
I'm leaning Stafford.
Yeah, I think Stafford too.
Yeah.
Coach of the year. Any guesses?
Oh, there's so many. Vrabel.
Vrabel, Peyton.
Ben Johnson.
Hang on. What'd you say? Vrabel, what?
Cohen.
2.
Ben Johnson.
3.
Peyton.
Nope.
I'm hoping Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, 4, and one more. Still alive.
Alive. McDonald.
Yep, Mike McDonald. Those are your 5. What do you think? I mean, you could make your argument for any of those guys.
I would probably give it to Kyle Shanahan with just how, the adversity that he dealt with, but I could see I might see Vrabel, I could see Cohen.
McDonald.
I could see McDonald,
the 1 seed?
Winning the 1 seed, yeah.
Assistant coach of the year. I'll just tell you. Brian Flores, who really...
This is the one I saw.
Yeah. Clint Kubiak, Vic Fangio, Josh McDaniels, Vance Joseph. Oof. I would say McDaniels.
With the success that Drake May's had,
Yeah.
and he's right there to win an MVP.
Kubiak, too. Flores as well. To do that with that defense, man. They're above
RJ
500.
said, could you, I don't know if you were going to do this or not, but could you just let RJ know, because he gave the Flores and stuff you missed, this is going to be back with the Vikings?
So he's going to be back with the Vikings unless he gets a head coaching job. Right? He's not going to leave the Vikings for another defensive coordinator job, but he could leave for a head coaching job.
He got a contract extension.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you for the addendum.
Sure.
So he has a contract on the table unless it voids unless he gets
He
a job.
cannot leave for another DC job. The only way he will leave now is if it's for a head coach.
Clarification. Just like if he was under contract regularly. Same thing.
Offensive player of the year. Anybody? Anybody?
McCaffrey.
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor.
Puka. JSN.
No, not Taylor.
Puka's not there?
Hang on a second. Puka, yes.
JSN.
McCaffrey, yes. JSN, yes.
What a fall off that
I
Jonathan
don't
Taylor's on
understand
that
this.
list.
Isn't Offensive Player of the Year not supposed to be quarterbacks? Drake May is on this list.
That doesn't
It's not
make
going
sense.
to be a quarterback, though.
It's not going to be a quarterback.
Unless they want to give Stafford the MVP and then Drake May the Offensive Player of the Year. But
that is a
seems
possibility.
strange. And then the other guy is maybe the best running back in
Bijan?
football. Bijan, yeah.
Okay.
JSN, I guess, would probably win that, right? Would you think?
We could ask Mad Dog.
Oh, yeah, we could. Defensive Player of the Year.
Miles Garrett.
Miles
Doesn't-
Garrett.
I don't care who the other
It's gonna be
candidates
Miles
are.
All
It's
right, so it's Garrett, Micah Parsons, Will Anderson Jr., Aiden Hutchinson, and Nick Benito. Comeback Player of the Year. Raymond, right there for you.
Is it Dak?
Oh, Dak.
Really?
RJ, right there for you.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. So
No, not Joe Burrow.
Not Joe Burrow?
No, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, McCaffrey, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, Aiden Hutchinson, of course, after the broken leg, and Stephon Diggs.
I'd argue Dak should have had comeback player of the year several years ago when he came back from the broken leg.
That was way
way more impressive.
Was that against the Giants he broke that?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Burrow got it that year, which I didn't think was right.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Any guesses?
Ted McMillan.
Ted McMillan, yes, he's going to win
should
it.
Be there. Mhm.
Yep. Anybody else? Any local flavor?
Jackson.
Maybe? Jackson Dart. Another quarterback that you guys laughed at. Laughed at this quarterback.
Shuck.
Yep, Tyler Shuck. It's
All right.
3. Receivers started out red hot.
Ibuka.
Cooled off. Yeah, Ibuka. And a running back that started out cold and as the year went on, got hot and big play potential. Every time.
Oh, Henderson.
Yeah, Travion Henderson. And defensive rookie of the year. The kid from the Browns, who's really Schwessinger, he's really good.
Carson, yeah.
He's a stud.
James Pierce Jr.,
Carter.
Abdul Carter, Xavier Watts, and the Seahawks always wind up with these guys. Nick
Emanwari.
Emanwari.
He's a stud.
He's another stud, yeah.
Was
They got some guys.
Just did, who was the
Corner?
Woolen they drafted a couple of years ago?
Rick Woolen.
Yeah. And you're like, where'd this guy come from? How do they do this?
They find guys.
John Schneider.
They find guys.
Yeah. Sweaty John Schneider is really, really good.
JSN and Puka's numbers are almost identical. Like legitimately identical.
Yeah. But
JSN had one extra game, but still, they're both, I mean.
Well, Puka's awesome. We got to let him do his 3 stars, so Raymond, have at it.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
All right, we'll try to move quick here. So
Do one of those car get-togethers where they all meet at like a parking lot?
car
No.
meet, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're doing.
Dave's learning a lot about this.
Oh, look at the hydraulics of this thing.
Do people use hydraulics anymore?
Maybe not. Oh,
Yeah, the impressive horsepower.
you got 18 horsepower in there? What do you got? What do you got going on there?
Led to a discussion about,
You've lost all car credibility.
Well, I never had any.
About zero.
It led to a discussion about, being pulled over and, punishment or taking PBA cards.
I mean, I made a mistake. I should be punished for it.
Yeah, Rick is very big on punishment.
Number 2.
But how did we end up there?
I get yelled at every day. Did you read the rundown? Did you read? Well, you know what? Today, I read it because I was here so early.
You were.
Not only did the Mets receive Freddy Peralta in the trade, they also received Tobias Harris. So if they ever do any kind of like...
Yeah, Dave was in the car reading the rundown earlier before the show. He was creeping on me.
I sat in my car for a few minutes and did a little prep work, and I saw the strangest, most troubling thing outside. So
this is a Jeep situation?
Walking around Ray's Jeep, like...
Loving it.
And then all of a sudden, Ray gets out of the Jeep. And then I thought, am I going to have to get physical? Then this guy scurries off like a rat in the middle.
Oh, really?
Scurries.
Yeah, listen, the Jeep is very attractive. I don't know what to tell you.
That Jeep is like Ray's big giant rat.
I appreciate that.
Busty,
Yep.
Costello, Santiago.
Yeah, well, you get the rubber ducks.
And then, just gives you rubber ducks all over the place.
Yeah. And listen,
Number 1.
RJ, he's making sure you're on the air, first of all.
RJ, we need you under the desk again. You see him just pop up right over here?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, of course.
But I didn't. He was over there. And
You
then
knew
all of a sudden,
you knew he was
I
here.
didn't think he was going to exit this way.
He didn't exit that way.
Right here.
He did not exit.
No, not through my legs, but right over here he was, the little guy.
He's unplugging stuff. He's plugging it back in.
Just start unplugging stuff.
That's all you do.
Restarting
Well done.
stuff, unplugging everything.
And you know what? You two, you got a little show.
I also got the full plumber experience too, which was great. RJ under the desk.
You saw his crack. Yeah.
Yeah. It was more than the crack.
And it made you understand a few things.
With the little show attached to it, who doesn't sign up for that?
Listen, we're talking about Jeeps and tops
I
down.
can see why Ange is so attractive.
Listen, your proctologist was like, whoa, that was a lot.
That is a lot. We get a lot on this show on a daily basis, and I look forward to it every day.
Plays of the week tomorrow.
Plays of the week.
Could be
long
a lot.
Long one.
It's Rule 76.
No excuse, Blanket Champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Everybody.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube. How many dances did he get?
All of them.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian